Yeah, okay. Good morning. Good Monday morning. Lousy weather Monday morning. The boys are here. We're back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, I think, this week. Sure, right on time, 10 o'clock. I like that. Punctual. Everybody bores in human history facts as I walked by him.
Last day.
Huh?
Last day.
Alive?
End of an era.
Really, the show ends when he ends.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one of the great stiffs of all time. Just the world is worse with him in it.
He's a nice guy, no?
Yeah, Mike, why do you always... What's next? You can tell me you enjoyed that conversation? They were talking about rinks while I was walking in?
That was good stuff.
Liza, continue?
You should have seen Dave trying to squeeze free stuff out of this poor bastard.
I can only imagine.
That is not
only imagine.
I will pay for them.
What are you working deals? Are you producing a show? What are you doing?
He works at a used
I know what he
sporting
does.
goods
It's,
store. I'm looking for something specific, and I'd said if
What are you
see
looking
anything, like hockey style inline rollerblades, like rollerblades.
What's the deal? What would if you had to buy that at a regular store, like a
I bought them. I returned them. That's
Oh,
why I
how
asked
much
them.
were they?
They were $250, I think.
Jesus!
Yeah,
How much you get them at your place?
$150 for the quality ones.
Somebody get my side of
We'll
golf
talk.
clubs.
We'll talk.
Begging everybody at Barstool for golf clubs. I have to go there and get them.
Kirk,
yes.
it's your lucky day.
Oh, why is that?
I would like to make you, just like Masters champion Hideki Matsuyama, a Strixon athlete.
What?
I know. That's
No.
the best I can do is Strixon.
I'm all set.
I don't know what that means, but he really built it up. I was hoping for more.
I'll do what Hideki's cabbie did to the 18th. But geez, that's okay. No, I think we're okay with that. But thank you. Good to see you as well. Mike is here, and Justin and Dave. Last time I saw these three guys were yucking it up.
Oh, yeah.
On Friday in Fall River. I guess we should probably start there, I suppose. Of course. Before we get to the goddamn Jew who runs this company.
Watch out with that kind of...
Well, hey, look, I stand by it. What do you want me to say?
You'll be taking a trip. You'll be taking an all-expenses paid trip.
What's that?
Idiot. What's he drawing?
Jew.
Oh, thank God.
It
could have been worse.
Yeah, that's how it starts. I'm just going. It was in Pennsylvania. I mean, it was Smitty, right? It was in Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia club.
Yeah,
The lead
Philadelphia
suspect should
has to be
certainly,
Smitty.
yeah.
We'll get there. It's all the madness around the, which I like. Also learning for the first time that Auschwitz is in Germany, which is exciting too. As Dave broke yesterday.
Oh, they moved it.
Yeah, they moved it.
Oh, no. These kids are flying.
So Friday was the wake and the funeral for CinemaLords. So I get there a little after you guys, I think, or whatever, 9:45 or something. So I walk in, mix there. We go in sort of together, and a big, huge crowd for this thing.
Yeah.
Enormous crowd. And you kind of snake through the building kind of in a long line, and then you get into sort of the last room before where the services are going to be, and there's a whole bunch of memorabilia, videos and memorabilia of his life, and soccer shirts and pictures and videos, and they did a great job, an amazing job. And the very last thing you see before you sign the guest book, right above the guest book was the team jersey, the basketball shirt. So I see that, and I'm getting kind of choked up, and then I go and write my name in the guest book, and like 4 names above mine. It's like whatever. It's like Thomas Johnson. It's just beanbag Ron.
Is that how you wrote it?
That's how he wrote it. Yeah.
Beanbag Ron.
Which is how I think.
That's good. That's how it should be.
I happen to agree. So it made me laugh. And then I'm kind of laughing and talking to Mick and seeing the shirt. Now, the corner of my eye, for the first time, I see Cinema and had an open casket.
Yeah.
So you saw Cinema in the casket first time. That's what really the shirt got me. But when I saw it, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was tough.
Brutal. So you go down there, talk to his dad, we'll talk some more about him. Unbelievable. His mom, his sister, friends, cousins, nephews. Then you kind of go back to where we were. We were kind of, off to the side. There was 3 rows, and we were the over in the corner. We just kind of sat there and talked. Everybody on the team was there, I think, right?
I think so, right?
Yes, everyone showed up.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Including Mutt.
Mutt was there. Mutt was a little late.
What a boy, Mutt.
We were worried. But much like the first game of the season.
A little late.
Some dramatics.
I would say not sober. for sure, right?
Well, it's a tough
You know,
one. Irish
little
wake.
wobbly, the walk. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could. Yeah.
that poor old guy who did the service literally tackled him, took the wine from him, and just ran away. But that's fine. I'll tell you. Also, Coleman drove from Jersey to there and back that day.
Yes.
So good job by Coleman. Gus was there. Mick was there. I mean, I love these guys. I love the team. They're the greatest. So, and they were, we were all very emotional during the service, which was incredible. Like, I mean, the older guy who was sort of the pastor, didn't know him very well, but he was like a friendly enough guy. Like he was a nice guy. But then his dad spoke and was just unbelievable. Like, did an incredible job. It wasn't a really long speech, but it was, to the point. And I mean, it's a cliche, but I mean, everybody was crying. Everybody.
He composed himself pretty well. I think he got emotional, definitely.
Because when we saw him last week, and even he gets very, obviously, understandably, very emotional quickly. So I thought, this is not. I was watching him walk up. I was like, this is not going to happen. Somebody's going to go up and read it.
Right.
And the designated reader was Justin. He told me he put the name in it.
That might have been much more tearful.
Yes.
Oh, Justin did well too.
He did, but he kind of like Justin puts his head down. Like Justin's like a grief porn guy. Like he wants you to know crying.
No. He cried through the line, but after that he was pretty good.
crying during it.
I turned around, but he wasn't
yeah.
crying like the whole time talking to him.
No, but he wants you to know that he cares more than you do.
There's a little bit of that.
Yeah. That's what I kind of thought. I wanted to punch him during it.
Did you read Justin's tweet?
Yes.
Thankful that I was able to call you a friend during the short time we knew each other. Then he had tagged cinema. It
was weird. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm like,
what the fuck?
That is very no.
You know why? I don't think he counts because he's dead, Justin.
Yeah,
he's not going to see that.
He does. I'm pretty sure you're not reading tweets in heaven.
I think he knew that.
But then you're just looking for.
You know, it's weird he does that.
I didn't see the tweet.
That's attention seeking.
You tweeted like, "Hey, Cinema was a great guy. I'm glad I was friends with him."
Yeah.
Not you. Not he's like tweeting at him, and tweeting his account.
I was able to call you a friend.
I thought it was weird.
That's not an attention thing though, because it's not more people
I
wouldn't see
think
it.
I just think it's weird.
I think it's attention seeking behavior.
Like it's just a strange. Like what? He picks up some followers or something. I don't even get why. No, I'm saying Cinema does. I don't even get the.
Nice to promote. Yeah.
That's true. I don't even get
Go
it.
back to the archives, the cinema archives.
Yeah, I don't. It's more like him. Like I knew him, not you. Where's he seeing that?
He's not. Obviously, he's not seeing.
So why would you tweet it then?
Because it was like a tweet, to him, hey,
So then,
but
in his honor,
close your eyes and pray like you would do at a wake.
He's not alive though.
I
you
know
never know what the afterlife holds.
Right. He might see it.
There was a 1/10 of 1% chance I thought he might jump out of the casket and just be like, "This is an enormous fucking prank."
I fucking got you.
It would have been unbelievable. But his dad was unbelievable, unbelievably great. Just talking about his, again, not super and smart, truncated, because the longer you go, the more emotional it gets. But he nailed it. It was really well written, really well thought out, made everybody laugh a few times.
Yeah.
And people were, I'll tell you what, if you want to rank the criers on the team, Mutt was first.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could hear
I didn't see Mutt the whole time.
No?
I don't think so, no.
You got to throw Pat Ford. There was like a 1-2
Pat Ford
punch
is so
show.
messed up and is physically falling apart. I don't count him.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's long for the world. But of the people, I guess Mutt isn't either. But Pat Ford also knew him better.
Oh, okay.
I saw Mutt after Mutt. Mutt was just basically, I didn't expect. I think seeing the body was really jarring for me, which I completely, for me, and I don't know why. I should have, all week I just hadn't factored
I didn't
that
think
in.
they.
But I should have.
I didn't
of
think
course.
it would. Yeah,
I mean,
I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until we were walking up, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
It was so awful. So I get it. I'm not. That's not my thing, but I get people do that. Generally it's generational. You don't see it, but I don't know if it's a Portuguese. I don't know. I have no idea. But seeing and by the way, I looked pretty good.
Yeah.
In terms of being preserved.
It was honestly the closest I've ever seen him, and I was like, I see Marty Mush a little bit. I can tell. I've never been close enough to really know.
That's what you were thinking?
I was, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are the weirdest humans.
Who, me? I wasn't thinking that. Why am I?
No, he is. Him and Justin together.
Monster.
We're going to tag Cinema.
Did you note that to his family or no?
I did.
Okay, well, all right. Well, as long as you did that.
Yeah.
It was it was strange. It was like being at that Vegas museum.
Oh, the wax museum?
Yeah, I'm like, this is so weird. Yeah. And then I was like, you gotta be I was about to lose my shit. in my head because I was like,
Didn't I say
yes, yeah. So next to Cinema, he's in a suit, looks great. I mean, whatever. He's in a suit. He's as good as you can. I mean, it's awful, but and I'm crying. I'm like a fucking mess. And I see a can of Mountain Dew over his left shoulder. Is that right?
Yes. It was
over his left shoulder. And I was like, if this fucking idiot put a can of Mountain Dew in there, I'm gonna go up there and literally murder him.
They told me about it.
To death.
I said, I guarantee Kirk thinks Justin put that in there.
I mean, that's a reasonable line of thought, isn't it?
First thought I had.
But it wasn't.
No.
It was not.
Okay, because you were parading the Mountain Dews around the week before. I think
Yes, I did
you
not
got a big
Here you go,
reaction
brother.
for it.
I did not.
Yeah, did you crack one open, pour one out for him, or
No.
so? Did somebody just put that there?
His dad put that.
His dad put that. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so I was like, oh God. So then I went up, and you kind of loop around. You go past the family, and then like I said, we sat down and watched, waited sort of for the service, which was very nice. He did a good job, but it was just I felt I continue to say I just feel so bad for his family and his little nephews. His little nephews had their Hawaiian shirts on, and one of the worst moments is they all go up and they're closing the casket before the service begins. So they're saying goodbye. You're never going to see him again. And they close the casket and they kind of collect the stuff and they're hugging him and saying goodbye to him. And it's just such a real. I always say this like with my parents, and it's worse obviously with the child and the parent. But that's when because you're surrounded by family for the weeks leading up to it. And everyone's around. They're bringing food, and there is laughter sort of in the gallows humor of the whole thing. But those couple of moments where this is it. I remember with my dad, he was helped Kate all the time with math, and Kate had these math flashcards that she put them in his casket. So it was it's sort of that weird thing where you see that stuff and they close the casket. You're never going to see them. This is it. And then it's just a dark.
Yeah.
But the service itself, I thought was pretty good, and his dad was incredible. I can't even say what he had to do. I'm so fearful of that happening in my life. It's the very worst thing in the world. It's the worst thing. Like you can't even. So he had to go do that, and I thought did an unbelievable job.
Yeah.
I can't even.
I was surprised because I met. He was the first person I saw
in
when
the
I went
line,
to the
right? Yeah,
and he was obviously very emotional when I saw him. And in my mind, I was just like, well, obviously, no way he'll have to give the eulogy. And then when he was up there, I was like, it's going to be rough.
Yeah,
but he nailed it.
I thought the same thing I said that Sunday before there. He was great, but he was also very understandable. Like I said, he'd start crying in the snap, which is of course understandable.
Yeah.
So I thought, how's he going to get through this? But I guess I don't know who else.
So the wake was right before the funeral?
Yeah, they sort of did like a
2-for-1.
Yeah. So, which honestly wasn't bad.
I think that's a waste. It's crazy to make a family do that 2 days in a row, where it's like the night before and then the funeral is the next day.
And a lot of people
I think that's the way to do it.
I agree. And a lot of people do 2 wakes, like a 2 to 4 and a 7 to 9.
Oh, that's rough.
I think my parents, we did just 1 session each. I forget. Yeah. So, and I listened to some of Mike's show yesterday, and heard him talking about it. I was overwhelmed at how much they said the show meant to him. Like even during the service, it's not about that, but it was for me really hit me. Like I was like, I can't believe how much this show meant to this guy.
I know.
So I mean, it was a big part, not a big part, but it was part of the eulogy, and and so many people came up to me at the mercy meal after, like just to thank me. And shit. I'm like, you have to stop that. Don't thank me at all. But it was important to them because they loved him so much. So, so then we went from there to the sort of the mercy meal, which was a nice place a few miles away. And that's where it was like, you do kind of exhale and everyone kind of relaxes, and we had our.
That's when you acknowledge Julie's there for some reason.
Well, we had some weirdos there. Julie was there, Mama Kay was there, Fax was there. Probably because I guess I'll give you.
He was on the
team, sort of,
and he at the end of Flop University gave a nice tribute to CinemaLords. So I think maybe they knew each other.
Oh, good, okay,
on some level.
Yeah. So there was
Is it weird to go to the mercy meal if you're not in like a inner circle?
I was wondering that,
There's
but
a million
the fact that
people
we were
there.
all go, yeah.
And they asked us to go, so I was like, we're good. Yeah.
Well, I feel like you guys going makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like Mama Kay, who said like met him a couple times, or Julie, who
Well, I asked Coleman.
Probably was looking for open bar.
I asked Coleman to rank who the worst, the most uncomfortable. And he said, who did Coleman say? I forget.
He said Julie, right? Or
No, I
Fax?
think he said Fax.
Yeah. But he's anti-fax.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. They hate each
yeah,
other. Yeah.
yeah.
Fax is a dreadfully dull guy. Like,
I see
dreadfully
you
dull.
whispering.
Yeah.
Let's not tell him.
He came out. He turned to me at one point. I was like, I'm me. Like, you don't. You know what I mean? I don't do this. I don't play that card much. Like, don't talk to me. Like, I'm just trying to pick through this potatoes. Just leave me alone.
What was he saying to you?
He's like, Kirk, I just started watching movies, and I was like, there's something. And I was like, there's nothing I care.
Have you seen
about
these?
less. Yeah. Said he started watching something. I was like, yeah, I don't care. Like, oh yeah, but given where we were, you had to like sort of play along.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. And then,
Well, you didn't always have to play along. I believe I said to Coleman,
I was gonna say, yeah.
I can't do these Greenwich streams. And Coleman was about to have a very powerful answer, and he
Right.
said, please don't.
Yeah, no Clemmer talk during this. But it was a really nice, very nice day, and they really did a great job. It's a great service, great, goodbye, and just a hard, tough. I mean, it's, and like I said, I'd be walking through there, and 4 or 5 people come up to me and say, thank you so much, Cinema, Nick, like it meant so much to him. I'm like, just don't like, thank you, like he was great for us. So he paid us back 50 times over. So
Well, it seemed like the show was also big for that because one guy, I'm not sure the relation, but he came over to our table
yeah.
and was like, we didn't know, we thought we knew he was into some podcast and
Right.
maybe he was on it. We've been going back and listening to him
Yeah.
on it, and you guys talk about it later. So I think that's been big for them to have this thing where it's like, there's more
This
now.
document
There's
kind
more
of-
of him that
yeah.
they didn't know
Right.
existed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. What did you guys think?
It was very nice. It was very nice. The huge reception. Just a terribly sad thing.
Anything original thoughts from Friday?
No,
or
no.
Nothing. You were there.
Speaking of how the show affected the family, we went through the line, and I got to the sister who was kind of towards the end,
Yeah.
and she was very emotional.
Yeah, yeah. Of
And
course.
kind of, she introduced herself, and then kind of composed herself and pulled me in a little bit, and she goes, I really like when he called you guys gay.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
She goes, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. They're just part of that. What do you think, Dave?
You were kind of mentioning it when they closed the casket for the last time. I was kind of like, you put yourself in that awful position for a second. I was seeing what I believe was his nephew and his brother
Yeah.
in that moment, and that was just gut wrenching.
His little nephew was so upset, and I mean, totally understood, of course, but I don't. Yeah. And then Riley was running around, and
Yep.
they said she was asking for him a lot. So, just a brutal, sort of emotional day where you're laughing a lot, then you're crying, then you're laughing, and then you're sitting there watching fucking Justin put a big thing of butter on a roll and fold the roll up. And that was that kind of day.
I wasn't going to be there for that.
No.
No.
Yeah, I mean that did happen.
I did eat a roll.
No, but you put the butter like on top of the roll.
No,
yes, you did. Yes, you did. I watched it.
No,
I watched it.
split
I
it open.
watched it. You
I
did not.
split
You
it
did
open.
not. I watched
I
it.
split it open. I
You
swear
didn't
on
split it
every-
open. I don't care. I saw it happen. There was a roll. Justin put the whole pack of the butter. I always think of that Spade story he tells. Maybe it was Rob Lowe. When they were doing shooting Tommy Boy, and Farley would put a pack of the butter on every bite of steak he had.
Jesus Christ.
It was like 62 packets of butter on it. Justin put the pack of the butter on top of the roll and folded the roll like it was a butter sandwich, and just
Oh, interesting.
Nope, I tore it open.
made love to the roll, I will say.
I tore it open.
Okay.
Tore it open. Yeah, but that's what he's saying, right?
No. I'm saying you put it on top of the roll without even splitting it, like just on top of it.
How would he make it a sandwich then?
He
folded
like
it on
folded
top of
it on
each
top
other.
of each other.
Into, okay.
Yeah, like the butter almost disappeared.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I was thinking how it wouldn't have been weird at all if Mary was sitting there with the team, just between Justin and you yesterday on Friday, right?
There was a lot of disagreement with us.
Can
on
I
that
defend
point.
Mary for a minute?
Go ahead.
All right, let me give it a shot. Justin is one emotional dude.
Right.
And when
He's a child. He's a
Yes.
stunted child.
correct. So
Can I say that, Justin, or no?
Yeah, I think I have childlike aspects of it, childlike wonder.
so
Wonder.
And I quote, play it again, guy will just stay out of the way.
Justin cried hysterically and sobbed So even though she's a new girlfriend, she must think like, oh my God, this is his lifelong
Emotional support.
This is his lifelong best friend. I should offer to go to this funeral.
She's not new anything, but yeah.
And then, so she probably thought based on his reaction that this was somebody incredibly close to him and that she should maybe offer some support.
He was close to her.
Who?
Cinema was close with Justin.
I agree with you.
I feel like
I don't
even
think-
I feel like even that's been Justin starting to add to the.
I don't think I did that at all.
There's a little like, oh, like this happens, like where it's like, oh, we're best friends, like yeah.
I never said we're best friends. I wish I knew him longer.
Yeah, we got that from your tweet.
Where's the
but
tweet, Justin?
Yeah.
no, but you hysterically cried, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I don't think
So-
not at the funeral, not at the wake.
No,
I
I'm
didn't-
saying prior when he
Yeah.
found out in front of Mary. So she saw him hysterically.
Were you with
cry.
Mary when you found out?
No.
But did you hysterically cry
Well, to
in front
Kirk's
of
point,
her?
he hysterically cried when no one was around. It was all via phone.
That's true.
Right.
We couldn't.
Well,
I
it
was
felt
sad.
It felt.
I
It felt
apologize.
orchestrated.
Well,
It felt like you had practiced before you called. Yeah.
you must think people must think I'm a really good actor if I'm like fake crying on command all
I
the
mean, you're
time.
gay. Well, you could cry.
I'm a crier.
Yeah, it's a talent, I suppose. But yeah, it was. Yeah, the place is very nice where we had the meal.
Yes.
Really nice spot in Westport, right?
Yes.
I think yeah. So everyone went back to that.
Not everyone.
Who didn't go? Oh, Mutt, right?
Mutt didn't go.
Well, Mutt had to be.
Yes.
As Mutt said, I have to be on stage at 3:00. So he made his way back. There.
By the way, I've never really consumed horse racing content. What a sick event! Where like
Oh,
if you
it's insane.
the coverage of it, they're humanizing these.
Oh, it's insane. Oh yeah, you never knew that.
They're like, oh, he hope he doesn't get down on himself after this one.
I will say though, like we make fun of the guy, but the fucking crowd was into it, Dave.
Oh, would they ever?
I mean, you have that the response to when he gave a what was it? What was it?
15K bottle or whatever.
What you folks are looking at right here is the Woodford Reserve Kentucky Derby 150 Baccarat edition from last year's anniversary Derby. Retail value, $15,000.
But that's not all you're playing for. You also have the chance to win a washer dryer. Brought to you by Kenmore.
What is that? What is that within the event?
I'm assuming if you place bets at a certain amount, you get put in a raffle.
Yeah.
And you can win some booze.
It's just whatever. What's his name again?
Bomber.
Bomber. Yeah, it's just whatever he comes up with on the fly.
Sure, it's all for him. I texted Portnoy and Whitney, and Dave literally just he's like, is that what he's really doing? Like Dave said on name show he could have been gambling. Dave would give him
$200,000.
just a gamble. Wait, Mutt did not pick the winner, right?
Well, he picks like 8
I know, but
horses.
his actual final pick was not the one that won the race, right?
No.
I think Portnoy did, right? Wasn't that his?
I think Ilio did.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've known Mutt since 2008 or 9. I don't think he's ever picked the winner of the Kentucky Derby. Ever.
It can't be.
I think it's true. Dead Tickets Bonanza rolls on again. But yeah, but that's true. Everyone else, which was funny because then there was sort of like the table and then there was like the little table with like 3 people left over,
Oh, yeah.
which was sort of a floating group. But everybody was great. Like I said, I love this team. We're gonna find a way to win this game because every guy in that team was there and every guy loved him and they were emotional. It was a great showing by them. Very proud. I love those guys. So we'll soldier on now and figure out how many names do we have now for Saturday.
A lot.
Okay,
A lot.
That's on
One, was it his, is that a relative or a friend that came up to us right as we were walking out?
Oh, his brother?
Yeah. Tall guy, by the way. But he's
Yeah.
like, we're coming. So they're excited.
on Saturday.
Yeah. On this Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll probably have the team. We'll practice for like 40 minutes before and then do the tryouts after.
Okay.
Because we do need to practice. We need 100 people there. I want the team to practice first.
Yes.
So maybe we have people show up at 1:45.
Yes.
Is that okay?
So, yeah, I'll
Just
just.
got to make sure you have more than an hour.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll have, 2 hours? No?
Yeah.
Is that okay,
I'll have him block it off for 2 hours.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll text him.
Have you guys officially, if you reach out to Clemer to have the official, are we good to go for that day?
June 10th. They're getting back to me at the spot.
Is the New York team?
I have. I thought you said.
Call Clemer quick and let's just get a confirmation from him. I don't know, maybe he's a gambling guy. Maybe he's at that thing tonight in Arizona.
He is.
He is.
Oh, he is?
the Bet Gala.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not up then, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think? Well,
Think-
call.
Is he still in the wagon?
No.
Even so, he's not known to be an early riser. You called him once at like 11. He was like, hello.
No, he's got the answer. loser. Grown man. All right. See if we'll call back later.
Are all the original members of the basketball team confirmed?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
Well, who else? Who are you thinking?
Gus and Mick?
Oh, no,
That
they'll
was-
be there. They were both there. Yeah, they said they're there.
Right.
They'll be in. I think, right, Justin?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, they seemed to do it Saturday.
Yeah.
So, or sorry, Friday. They'll be there.
Are you considering Cinema's brother automatically on the spot?
No, you gotta be good. You gotta make the. We're trying to win.
I'm expecting him to be good, but I don't know if he's going to be top 50 good.
I mean, we've got how many guys? Over 100?
There was at least 100
Yes.
names that have reached
So,
out.
I mean,
Is it an open door policy? Like, are you letting? I mean, there's 100 names. Are we going to check them off each time, or what are you thinking?
I think whoever's there is there, as long as they're a fan of the show, and we'll do a tryout and we'll see how it goes. I mean, 2 names. That's gonna be tough.
And you're willing. You might send people home like right away.
Yes. Oh, if you stink right away, you're gone.
So just so people know, when people are messaging me like, "Hey, I'm coming from Canada," that doesn't mean shit.
Doesn't mean anything.
Like you could be sent home within 15 seconds.
Well, don't speak for me. I yes, that could happen. Yes. Oh yeah. If I see you right away and you can't run, we're playing a basketball game, a full court game. What am I supposed to do? I appreciate that people are coming. It sounds like people are coming from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said they're coming from Europe. So I'm not really sure what to say.
Is that a Swedish television star, hopefully?
Sadly, no. Well, he's already on the team.
True.
Yeah, he has a spot. And I think you never know. He may be there in June.
He wasn't there on
That'd
Friday.
be big.
but it is what
What's
it is.
that?
He wasn't there on Friday.
He wasn't. That's true. He was the only player who played in the team who wasn't there, right?
Yes,
Good point.
because Steve never played. Steve was going to play, but he didn't.
Steve.
Robinson.
Oh, right. And no Josh and James.
No.
I was kind of hoping to be there together,
Wow.
but yeah.
I thought they were going to. That's why the dad had to give the eulogy.
They were supposed to do it, right? That would have been nice. Any notes from the dinner, Dave, the lunch?
I don't think so. Julie pouring our waters was unnecessary. That's for
It's a
sure.
nice touch, though.
Totally unnecessary.
What else? I think conversation was normal. I don't
It
think
was
there
fine.
anyone- yeah.
Yeah, I thought everybody was, kind of going through it, but
Yep. Everyone contributed. I don't think anyone was like silent.
no. Although I think when you left, I was like, boy, Colleen was kind of a 0 today. I do think I said that.
You did say that.
You always
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, but I thought you were. I felt like you get very nervous. You're like, I have to be home by. I'm like, it's not going to take you 2 hours
Kid
to get
stuff.
home.
It's
I know.
It's a far drive.
I did
I wasn't
stand
going
up.
to eat anyway. So
I did stand up to say hello to Dave when I heard he was there, and he walked away from me.
Really?
Yeah.
The guy he is.
I don't remember that.
Hey, Dave won't eat
Because you
anywhere.
were turned the other direction,
Oh,
walking away.
sorry. Yeah, I apologize for
I mean,
that.
you should be way skinnier. I never
Me?
see you eat ever.
Yeah, I should be skinnier. I eat a lot of pizza. Remember?
Oh, right. Yeah. So if they had pizza there, you would have had some.
Maybe.
I thought the food was pretty good, Justin.
It was good.
Yeah, the pasta was good. Yeah, they did a nice job. Who was Pat Ford, John and Warren?
There were also some like Davers showed up.
Oh, early, yeah, Montante and Dave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, the the first Minifan there, I believe.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Nipples, right?
Yeah. I said he was driving the hearse.
Yeah, he's building a cross. Yeah, right. Montante was there. Somebody told me that they asked Gus how his job was going, and he said he's taking some time for himself right now.
Good.
Yes.
He needs it. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So is he not working right now?
I don't know.
Oh, we have an answer on
Some
that.
Gus time.
Yeah, I like seeing Gus though. I hadn't seen Gus in a while.
Looks good.
Yeah, I like seeing everybody on the team. I love the team. It was good seeing everybody. I mean, horrible circumstances, but it was, everybody seemed, it was nice everybody showed up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'd be the case for everybody if Coleman died. Would everybody go up to New Jersey for his funeral? Probably not.
I think so.
Sure.
Everybody?
Yes. Everyone that was there would have. Absolutely.
I don't
Even
think
Mama Kay?
Gus would have gone to New
Julie and
Jersey?
Mama Kay
Gus
don't go to New
absolutely.
Jersey.
Gus absolutely would have gone to New Jersey. He would have scooted over
John and
there.
Warren would have gone?
Yes.
I don't know about that one.
Taking work off.
Pat Ford, maybe they go? Yeah, maybe. I suppose. I guess. I don't know. Who knows?
When Gus blatantly fouls somebody in the game, who's the enforcer that's going to have the team's back? Because Gus might get killed.
Oh, maybe hopefully it's one of the guys we get. I suppose. I don't know.
Stop it.
I got.
Get your hands off Guffy bullshit.
You never know.
Right now.
That's a great movie moment. I got my money on Kingpin Pete. I think he's going to surprise some people at this tryout.
Really?
Yeah. I could be
Seeing good
way
shape?
off. There's a chance I'm way off, but I thought I've heard he's good.
These guys have to run.
I
That's
think
the
there's
thing.
some legitimate athletes showing up to this.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to be too like riggers either. I want guys who are involved, know the show and are pretty good.
Like normal talent.
Yeah, if we have
With
two
the show.
great players, it's kind of stupid.
Was Billy Football on their team when you played him last time?
Yes.
Yeah, but he stunk.
But he's gone now.
Yeah.
That's a big body gone.
Yeah, but he was a zero.
Dana's good. He's gone.
I wonder if Dane will be gone, though. That could be contentious.
He might stay around.
Yeah, I don't know when he's moving officially, so.
Who are the other names you hearing moving to Chicago?
Rico, I think. Well, there's always Rico Chicago
Oh.
rumors, so I don't know. I mean, that's always, but I heard maybe. I don't know that though. Any other thoughts, Mike or Dave or Justin from the?
I did tell you this, but it was obviously big. The Portuguese community was there.
Yeah.
And Daver leans into us and he goes, Kirk can joke around, but he's got a lot of Portuguese fans. They really love the show.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that jumped out at me. No, just very nice, and like I said, it was seeing the jersey and then seeing his body was this 1-2 punch. I was just like, oof. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
I mean, we don't have to be overly critical of the pastor, but
That's what pastors are, though.
You
Like,
know?
that's what.
do you have to make it about yourself all the time?
It was
Probably
about
not.
God.
I thought he was okay. Like he's an older guy. I'm not the. I've seen way worse.
Yeah.
He seemed like a nice.
He
enough
did
guy, too.
intertwine.
I like the glasses part.
That wasn't bad.
That was
But he
good.
would be reading something, and then he would intertwine like a little story.
He
in
gave a
between
lot
them.
of verses though from the Bible, like a lot. I would have probably cut them in half. But he was he seemed like a nice guy though. He wasn't like a weirdo priest or anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I mean it was a lot of. But that's what it is. It's just they tie in everything. Everything gets tied into God. And you're like,
Yep.
oh.
Yeah.
It's strange. Like I said, his dad was very. This is all these things happen with my parents. Is you have all these people who knew them, knew everything. His dad obviously knew him forever. Was I think maybe his best friend. They seemed very close. And then the guy who speaks the longest never met him.
That's the weird. I'm sure back in the day it was like your pastor.
small
The guy had a
town.
relationship
Right,
with him.
yeah.
Now it's just you're briefed before the ceremony
Yeah.
and you have to make something
Right.
up.
But realistically, his dad could, if he wanted to, he could have went on for 4 hours if he wanted to tell.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone. So,
the Catholic Church has like weird limits. I mean, I just went for my dad's age. My dad's probably 15, 20 minutes.
yeah.
We knew the priest, but still, it's
Throw a couple Bruce songs in while you're out there.
right.
Start feeling it.
the
I'm a big Vince Gill guy too, so that I like that one.
that's a nice song.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a nice video. What was the thing? The guy. It was funny. This 80-year-old guy though. He's like, and at one point he was the mini fan of the year. I was like, well, okay. His dad had a good line about how everybody likes cinema, which is unusual in our world.
Yes.
It's funny. Yeah, very.
He did
funny.
say, he goes, 99.9% of people. I was like, all right, who got to him?
There's always one tweet. There's always one tweet. There's always one tweet. What else is going on? I'm sure we'll get back to cinema at some point today.
You alluded to it, the Portnoy stuff. If you want to touch on that,
Let's do something else first. I'm not sure I'm ready to dive into that yet.
okay.
Kirk Herbstreit has a new dog. Unveiled it to the world.
Another?
He does?
Bo the dog.
So, guys, I need to introduce you to
This is ridiculous. What is this on?
He's an asshole.
Where is this?
It's on his Twitter. He just posted a video.
Is he
on
like
that
being
night.
like he's understands it's gonna be tough for everybody? Is that what he's talking like that? That's not easy.
Everyone brace yourselves.
newest member of our household. This is Theo, who you know. This is Peter. That's the new member. This is Mitch. This is our newest puppy. I got him after I was in Green Bay for the draft. I flew over to New Jersey to visit with Amy, who's our breeder that we've been lucky enough to get all these Goldens from. And she had a big boy that she had available for us, and
It'd be great if he was brutally
He's been
mean to
with-
these dogs. Like you hear that squeak,
Michael
he's like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm filming something."
This guy's nuts, huh?
The tweet says, "Meet our newest member of the crew. This is Bo." Or, well, yeah.
I hate that he's just
Born-
hanging with the. He's like, "This is Mitch. This is
He's
Bill."
got names. He's a weirdo.
What do you call a dog that becomes a nation's best friend?
Born 1/19/25. We've had him for a few days now. He's doing awesome and looks like he's going to be a monster. Same dad as Peter, so obviously half brothers. Peter and Bo wrestling.
That is crazy. You see that thing about the Kentucky Derby this weekend?
Secretariat.
Every horse was
Yeah.
a lineage of secretariats.
Yeah.
That is
How does that work?
fucking crazy.
That seems you like. I get because they breed. I would think it would maybe be between 15 Kentucky Derby winners.
They just
or something
retired
like that.
Secretariat after he died. After he finished racing, he just fucking
Pumping out
came all day, right?
That's pretty much what he did.
him.
How's it? Would they just bring like Bitches, you just fuck them, or would they just like use the semen and inject it?
I think they actually fuck. Or sometimes they do put a fake vagina. You ever see those fake vaginas like in Jackass?
They
I don't think
they mount a fake one. I saw it on Dirty
Really?
Jobs years ago.
And they just get so horny they just.
Yep.
And these are,
I just want to come.
Keep in mind, these are animals thinks know they're racing.
Yep.
Right.
Like, you know, I was at the Secretary of Sports Century, which is a great Sports Century. But William Knack, the great writer, was like that morning when he won the Triple Crown, the final, which he won by like 31 lengths. He's like, his nostrils were flaring. His eyes were alive. He knew the moment was. I'm like, it's a fucking horse. It's retarded.
They're like, he knows the adversity he's about to face. I tweeted out.
Also, he's like 2, isn't he?
They're all 2.
I think 3. How old are they? 2 or 3?
2 and 3. That's it.
Yeah, 2 and 3 years old.
I tweeted out someone. I forget exactly what it was, but it was something like neither of these guys, the pressure is lost on them, and they're talking about the horses.
Right. It's like, how smart do these horses are? Like, could they sit down and watch like Sinners and like just watch it? Like, they're dumb. They're horses, but not so stupid. It's all. If you took gambling away, you wouldn't give one fuck about it.
They live for 30 years and they're done racing after like 3.
Yeah, you just sat around, Secretary. Just came.
Comes a lot.
Just
Yeah.
fucked a lot. Yeah, but
I think his later years were like Belichick. He had some broad
2-year-old
run
horse.
Yeah.
I don't. That was unbelievable. But yeah, I'm happy for Bo Herbstreet.
Kirk just hanging with the guy. This is the newest member of the group, the guys.
Do you need 3 dogs too?
4.
Oh,
4? Do you need 4 fucking dogs around your house?
They'll fucking
gross.
charge
And
at you when
they
you walk the
Shed
door.
smelling. They're golden retrievers, right?
Yeah, they should.
Oh,
Yep. Brutal.
smell when it rains. They smell like, it's gross.
Goldens are so nice though.
Do you think he was always
Shut up,
like
Justin.
so
Goldens.
self-absorbed in himself, or is this someone being on TV thinking you're the man?
He was a
for so long?
quarterback. He was like a
True.
recruited quarterback at Ohio State, so he probably's got his dick sucked his entire life.
This man's best friend, who became America's best friend.
I'm so happy
get
that
through that
dog
one.
died now. You know what I mean? I hope another. I mean, you know, I'm not. Well, I guess I hear that like I am anti-dog.
I guess so.
I feel like this diminishes his tribute to Corso when Corso dies this year.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, that's true. He may die this year.
Like,
How do you pick the dog to travel with? Like, that's an asshole move. Like, you got 4 dogs and you just like, oh,
Everyone's the
man.
most marketable.
It'd be great if Corso dies and Herbstreet's just like, well, life goes on.
Look, he's an old man.
He lived a life. What are we
What are
gonna
you
do?
supposed to do? Yeah, that's nope. Oh, here it is. Dave is now saying ABC 6 and Philly begged him to do an interview about the incident. Says it was local. I agreed. Then the reporter tried to say Barstool and white men were responsible for the incident. Austin started recording once it got contentious.
Ooh.
Man, these Jews will argue to death, you know. Pat Minahan would say they'll Jew you on the prices, you know. What else? We'll get to Dave in a bit.
We do have these random guys. Let me find this clip. This random podcast, Ovius
I don't know.
Gilio, who for some reason they're
That's
talking.
the name, or that's the man's
That's
name?
their
Gilio?
Ovius and Gilio, and they're talking.
Oh.
They're doing a segment, and they're calling it. What do they call it? Bad Dads.
Yeah.
Bad Dads, and they start bringing up the Lombardi interview from the other day.
The code calling.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I saw
cold
UNC.
calling.
One UNC guy got very worked up too, right?
Oh,
some
no.
some fan of. Did you see that tweet? The guy was like, "There wasn't an interview; it was an ambush."
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if that because this guy also has that take.
Oh,
But as they're talking about it, they literally. This is how they say.
it was an ambush.
They cold called his ass. That's the first time I've seen
These
that
guys
clip.
always talk like that.
cold called his ass.
Why are you so passionate about this? Yeah,
Very
yeah.
upset.
Didn't know he was.
No. They cold called his ass and he picked up.
Okay.
Who's this guy?
So
This is
Tilio? What's
let's
his
see,
name?
I wrote out his pronunciation. Yeah.
Joe Gilio?
Are they? Is it specifically UNC?
It's podcast. It's just a podcast because they're off. They used to be on the radio, but now they're just a podcast.
I'm a bad father because I did this.
Yeah.
My God.
I bring this up.
Oh.
What? You're processing here. Well, you know, I think Lombardi and Bill Belichick made a little bit of their money or made a little bit of their post-street cred by going on with McAfee, a former Barstool guy.
yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
right,
yep.
right.
Yeah.
Now they're.
I mean,
Follow the
you
money.
sleep with the fishes. I get it. I get
See
it.
what happens.
Shout out to where'd Dimitri go? Minahane is one of the single worst human parents alive.
Yeah, no, I get that. But that's not the point. The point is, I salute for them cold calling Mike Lombardi.
But so he answered because he knew them from McAfee or something else?
Oh yeah. That's
What?
why.
Yeah. Just a weird.
I'm very confused.
McAfee. What's a McAfee of it all?
But he's at
They
sleep with the
think-
fishes.
They think you got his number
From McAfee?
From McAfee.
Oh, that's true. Yes,
And that's why he picked up, because he's like, oh, this is like the McAfee thing. Minahan's calling.
Who are these guys?
So they're just a podcast. They're talking about
But like,
bad
what do they talk about? Like, what's the
sports. There's sports
Oh,
talk
okay,
radio,
yeah,
right?
Under and
You couldn't tell by the voices.
but I mean, I don't understand the bad dad's part of it.
So they were doing a segment,
Right.
and it basically was saying because like Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders, bad dad's weak.
I would say a bad dad is like going to see Sinners with Harry when they're just talking about eating pussy the entire time. I'll give you that. But like,
You know, if I was still in my radio days, I would close out the week with a whole like dads are having a week in sports, and that would be the tease.
Next.
That would be the tease.
how'd you
I'll
find this
tell
one?
you-
Who
Remember
sent you
those
this?
days?
Somebody said it, so we must listen to the podcast. But so
listen
that,
to that?
This
so
sounds
that
dreadful.
so as
Voluntarily?
they're talking about it, he references in that clip Demetrius
Dimitri Ravanos.
Ravanos is the one who said Minahan is like
know
an
that
all-time
name, right?
bad
You know that
father. He is a columnist and writer for Barrett Sports Media.
Oh.
And so I don't know if he heard maybe on Named the other day where we were talking about Barrett Media.
Well,
or
do we have
whatever.
Demetrius's number?
I just only found the free,
Oh.
I don't have his real number. But
Minahane is one of the single worst human parents alive.
Human parents.
Well,
That's nice that he doesn't lump you in with gorillas. or-
that's true. Well, yeah, I knew I recognized the name from somewhere. Well,
yeah.
what do you want me to say? Jason Barrett's one of the great whores alive. He's a prostitute. He'll dance for a radio station. Will pay him $50. He'll get on his knees. Sorry, Demetrius. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know that. What else?
Are you happy Trump is saving the movie industry?
Yeah, I don't even understand. It's not going to happen. Tariffs and
100% tariffs on foreign-made films?
Can Trump worry about the stuff that's important, please?
Like being
Jesus
Pope.
Christ. Yeah. Yes. I don't. I will say the phonies on the right. If a liberal did that with that picture, they'd be losing their fucking minds. The religious right, they're losing their minds.
They would, but they also shouldn't.
Well, I agree.
Like,
It's stupid.
yeah.
But I mean, it's also dumb that Trump's doing it. Like, it's just dumb.
It's
not funny.
But
It's
that's
like-
him. That's him being.
I
and
guess.
the
But
White
he's
House.
He's the president of the United States.
I was saying this though. The White House tweet is just some social media person.
The White House Twitter page is just like a meme page now.
Right. Like that's some.
Right. Yeah.
That's a kid doing.
They just
that.
give. No, I understand it's not Donald Trump doing
Yeah.
that, but I mean, it's just weird. It's just strange. I don't know what he's. I don't know. I think there should be some seriousness attached to the office, but that's me.
Yeah, it's serious. Defund NPR and
I'm fine with
PBS.
that.
That's
I
fantastic.
got no problem with that. That's fine by me. I never really understood some people tweeting it. It's like, why am I paying for
$500 million a year, I think they said.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I know.
It's crazy.
There's plenty of other options now. We need Sesame Street, a Jerry show. We got a bunch of kids now. So
At some point, though, people have to get past the idea that Donald Trump isn't. Like I saw trending on Twitter, hashtag Trump isn't fit to be president, and it's like,
yeah, he's been
we haven't
elected
figured that out
twice.
yet.
Yeah.
He's been in politics for 10 years now. We
yeah,
figured it
yeah,
out.
Yes, he's a moron, but he's the president. So yeah, that was $500 million a year.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Jim and Marjorie losing their mind over it a little bit.
Oh no!
It'd be the end of any down the middle news. In
oh, wait a minute. What? Jim and Marjorie are down the middle news?
And NPR in general, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is Marjorie's booze part of the? Well, no, it's $500 million.
I can't listen to that show because of the fucking lip smacking.
No, it's
out of
It's not
control.
lip smacking. Those are
What is it?
Those are her teeth. Those she's got the
That's how it
she got the
works.
shoppers. I
Oh
think.
my gosh.
Yeah, like when Dino got them.
You can hear it because the audio is kind of bad. It sounds like echoey. You can still
Yeah.
hear lip
Crime
smack.
called deadlock.
Oh yeah, wow.
Jesus Christ! Let me hear that again.
Would have been better off as a female. That seemed to have put people
By
over.
the way, they are.
That's not like it almost sounds like it's they're playing with their pen almost.
Yep.
You be careful with those veneers. That's a fine. My Mount Rushmore of good veneers. Roman Reigns.
I don't know about that.
Not bad though. Not bad. They were pretty good.
If they're that good, would
did
you
he have
know?
Do you have a
can have a
touch up?
different
But they're not huge though. My thing is they're not big. They're not like Matt Dillon and some of them married.
There's
What's
something
that?
about it was way more noticeable at this WrestleMania. that
I
it
just
looked
saw
strange,
somebody
but-
the other day. I thought those are good.
Will Compton, your buddy?
Wheels are pretty good. Yeah, the wheels are good.
If they're really good, would you still be able to tell?
Well, I mean, but I'm saying, but they can look good, and you can still know they are.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like they're not absurd. I just saw somebody the other day. I thought is it Clooney maybe? I forget. No. Who was it? Damn it, I forget. Only Will Compton and Roman Reigns for
now. 2 spots left, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim and Canton did get through to Boston Public Radio the other day, though.
How about, first of all, how about the middle of Cinema's dad's eulogy, which was unbelievable? Mutt's up and was like, oh, great. No one's going to say what an asshole Tim and Canton is. And they just left. I was surprised. Why does he hate him so much? Does that go back to the old days?
I don't think it's. I think he just didn't want him in his house, and he overreacted.
Yeah,
that's how I took it.
I'm not sure it's an overreaction if you don't want him in your home. I guess. I suppose maybe you're right. Maybe there's a proper reaction. Someone says they're going to move into your house.
No, but he wasn't going to do it.
Do you know that?
I don't know.
I guess I don't.
What if you said
I'm
yes?
underestimating him.
Go ahead.
Let's try to get Tim and Canton, see if there's a better connection. Tim, welcome to the show. Hi.
Hey, thanks for having me back, Jim. Is this better?
Much better. Thank you. What's up?
His phone's bad on everything.
Well, you brought up a great point about we got to stop with these stage standouts, the organized events, and really, your question was, what are we going to do beyond that? And I think we should all be asking ourselves that. For me personally, that starts this weekend. I got my bullhorn. I'm going to make a sign. I'm going to do a standout. I'm going to have on my best cargo shorts. I'm going to have my flying shorts. And I am.
Hell,
they're loving it.
And I'm going
Margaret's
to
nuts.
scream to the CinemaLords. Praise be Nick Soares. Gone too soon. This is an injustice. God bless.
Tim, thanks for fixing your connection there.
Yeah, they had demonstrations around the country.
Marjorie is
for CinemaLords.
Yes, Marjorie's nuts. We haven't done Marjorie in a while. She is like underrated crazy. I like her, but she's just a nutbag.
Oh, I don't like. You like Marjorie?
I mean, like she seems like a nice person. I don't know.
Why do you dislike her?
I don't know. I just think she's wacko. But at least Browdy points out the other side. I'm not saying it's the.
Dave, I'm not getting into the intricacies of the stupid show. I'm saying she seems like a nice person.
Yeah, I guess maybe she's nice.
But Dave the other day, where Dave's like, if my wife said she was going to the funeral, I'd be like, shut up, you bitch.
Hey, he did learn though. He downgraded that from
That's true.
Oh, the amount of people were angry about the cunt. I said cunty, not cunt. First of all,
When about Mary?
That time, yeah. And it was just defending Justin first and foremost.
You're getting your boys back.
Yeah.
That's the problem, though. When you have these on again, off again relationships, you try to be honest, and then he's like, "I'm back with her." It's like, "Ah, shit." I told him how I really feel.
Did you see Mary after Westport? Did you hang out with her some or no?
Yes, hung out this weekend.
Yeah, how was that?
It was good.
Yeah,
great girl.
I also hung out with Justin this weekend.
You did?
We saw it, Sinners.
Oh, what'd you think?
I liked it. I want to see it again. I'm actually going to use the. I always see these advertised and I never use it. I want to go back and use the blind guy stuff.
Pushover, isn't he?
What do you mean?
Letting Mike back into his world like this?
That's a good point, Dave. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
When was this?
Saturday.
Saturday at 3.
Really?
Yep.
Voluntarily just hung out with Justin again, huh?
Yeah.
I would never do that.
It was a lovely time. He did fall asleep in the cinema.
I did. Yeah.
Oh.
Took a nap.
I love the film, huh?
Yeah. I was just those chairs are so comfortable.
Which one did you see that?
Chestnut Hill.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good spot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
People were questioning that Sunday timeline of Justin, which is still a little.
What's that?
Like he went to. So Saturday we went. Sunday we went to the house.
A week ago, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday we went to the
8 days
house.
ago, yep.
He goes to the movies and he introduces his girlfriend to his parents.
It was a busy day.
It was a busy day.
It's a busy day.
And he didn't leave cinemas until 4. So he's got between 4 and let's call it to be
6.
safe.
Was she in the car with
The
you?
movie's at 6.
Was she in the car at Cinema's dad's house? And something was
No.
okay. So you went and picked her up?
Nope. We met there.
You met at your parents' house.
Nope. We met. Parents' house was before cinemas.
Okay. So then where did she go?
Over her parents' house, I think.
Okay. And then you met her back at the theater, or
Yeah.
That's more
you guys
believable.
met at the movie theater?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's more believable. You meeting the parents at like a brunchish time is a smart play by Justin.
I hate her.
That's okay.
Yeah, I just don't like. I think she's evil. You know?
Evil.
Yeah, I think
Not
she's
evil.
Well, she's already having an
little
impact
kooky.
on the show. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
I mean, he's not going to the basketball tryouts. So I mean,
That is
you would
people-
think a girlfriend would.
I will say this: guys on the team did not love that.
No.
Do you think I'm not going to go to these basketball tryouts?
This coming Saturday?
Yes, I'll be at the basketball tryouts.
You said you're working.
I said I had that. I don't. I'm planning on doing it. You said you can do that. I've chosen to go to the basketball tryouts.
I think it's a mistake.
from the
I do this to
outside.
Who's to gain?
Me.
Yes, I'll enjoy it. Because watch months from now, I'll be like, well, you did that time. Remember this.
When have I ever said that?
Watch this. But he's gonna say whenever we have a big fight, and he starts crying. He's gonna be like, well, remember the time? And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, you should go and make your money.
Like clockwork.
What, me?
No, him.
I can't
Every
win.
time.
I'm saying, go make your money. Get your bag, as they say.
Get your bag.
Don't they say that?
Yeah, that's right.
Right, isn't it? Or no,
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be basketballing away. I'll be playing basketball.
I'm not even sure you're on the team.
What do you say?
Wow.
I'm not even sure you're on the team.
Damn, that stinks.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't like. You know what I'm saying, Dave?
Shot 100%.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
What'd you say, Justin?
Should Dave have to try out? It was both producers.
I'm not
last
on the
time.
team. I'm there just helping
Dave's
out.
like, we need sweet. No, we don't.
I mean, am I an athlete? Yeah, thanks for
I
asking.
think Dave would be great. I don't think Dave would make the
Oh,
cut.
please.
If you feel like you're good enough, try it.
I'm not going to beat out 100 people who are D3 or D2 athletes, some of them, but I could compete with some of the people on the team, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I would prefer to watch you bitch out Dave when he complains about asthma in some hot gym in June.
Oh, you think asthma's a joke, Dave?
When you're trying to win a game, it is.
What else?
One other sinner's note. Justin did wake up just in time to whisper in my ear, in synchronicity with the film, I won't taste you.
He loves that line.
I just won't taste it.
Spooky.
Big crowd or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Movie's still doing great. Third weekend made like $30 million.
Yeah.
And it lost all its IMAX screens to Thunderbolts. Asterisk.
Justin said that sucked.
It was not great.
Oh, no?
No.
Well, give me a review.
It was the most mid-Marvel movie I've ever seen. Nothing,
Really?
Nothing crazy exciting happens. The bad guy is pretty much depression.
What do you mean, the thing that I have?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
It's just like depression is the bad guy. You watch, and then
It really is the silent killer.
It really is. Big post-credit scene, though.
Kinda. Not,
Oh, that's what people are saying. I don't know.
but
Russo brothers directed it.
yeah, I mean, it
And
involves,
Robert Downey's in it?
Nope.
Oh, he's not? I thought he was, no?
No, at the end.
Don't worry about it. Okay. We don't want to upset people with giving the Thunderbolts spoilers, these adults. My problem with Marvel is I'm sort of worn out by it. The look's the same. Third act's the same problem all the time. The jokes. I'll watch it, but I'm a little marveled out. Like after seeing a movie like Sinners, you know what I mean? Something that's so different and so daring. Like it feels like a step back.
Yeah, ever since Thanos died, it hasn't been the same. I mean, Guardians 3 was maybe the greatest movie of all time, but
that's like recycled, already exists, you know? It's like not a new property.
yes.
Yeah. It was not the greatest movie of all time.
Did you celebrate May the 4th yesterday?
What's the anniversary of my dad's death?
Oh.
So I did, because he was a Jar Jar Binks guy.
Oh.
Yeah. That's true. We played the Jar Jar Binks sound and danced with the doll. Little boogie. I did not. No, did you?
I did not, no.
You didn't do May 4th? Nothing?
Nothing.
I saw Robbie Fox Stole Your Thunder. Yeah, the whole...
Yeah, I had a 24-hour stream.
Yeah. Were you on it or no?
I was not.
Oh.
Is that why you protested May 4th?
You didn't watch any Star Wars stuff at all yesterday?
Nope.
Really?
Girlfriend doesn't like it?
No. She's
just down on Star Wars. We'll see how it is, and maybe a couple weeks from now.
You can still watch, Phantom Menace or something.
Phantom Menace is a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably on yesterday, I'm sure, somewhere.
I do have Disney Plus as well.
That's not the same. I was flipping around and seeing it.
I haven't flipped around in 10 years.
Okay, well, anyway. What is what's Mary's favorite? What kind of movie does she like?
Rom-coms.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mary.
There you go, Dave.
We watched
Audrey Hepburn films.
The high school with her.
You've Got Mail?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch
You
that.
watched that?
It's in my top 5. Yeah, great.
I mean, isn't he kind of a creep though? He's like fucking with her the whole time.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also love
he's a businessman first.
I love the idea that like the big bad bookstore is
Right.
gonna like
Barnes
take
and, the
everything.
Barnes and Noble. They can't
Yeah, I
call
would
it
think,
that.
I would
Different
think you of all
time.
people could appreciate that.
I'm
from
a
her
small
perspective.
bookstore guy. Yeah. Shop around the corner.
But also like 10 years from now, they both get taken out by Amazon.
Right.
That's true.
Oh God, she's attractive in that movie. Fuck.
Gene Stapleton? She's in it. She is in it.
She was a looker.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan. I would take Meg Ryan in that movie over anything else.
Ever.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Trying to think who else would be in your
That's quite a statement.
over Jennifer Love Hewitt in I Know You Did Last Summer.
No, I didn't say she's better than every. I would just say
You said you would take her.
I would take her out of her body of work. Out of her body of
You would
work.
take her.
No, I mean like that's her
Steal her.
best. Yeah, she's.
If you
great
need your
in
Meg
that.
Ryan
Have her.
physical draft, that'd be your first pick.
That'd be my first pick. Yes. Yeah.
Remember,
That's-
she
by the way,
wears
it's
like,
not
she
just
wears
about
like
physical,
pajamas a
but, yeah.
lot. In the whole, she's got like the full
Like
like.
a little kind of like a librarian look.
She's quirky.
I don't hate that.
It's an okay movie. It's great. You know, do you remember the film, Mike, or no?
I confuse it with Is that the one Chappelle is in?
Yeah, he's like Hanks' like best friend, which is a weird casting at the time. Didn't seem like
he's also way younger than Tom.
Way younger. You know who plays Tom Hanks' dad in that movie is the late great Dabney Coleman. Plays his dad in that. I think Parker Posey plays Dabney Coleman's wife.
I think that's right.
Dave has no idea. The blank look. It's his favorite movie.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is in it.
I didn't say favorite movie. I said
Steve Zahn's in it.
Steve Zahn is in it.
Gene Stapleton. Yeah, it's a big cast, actually. Now that I think of it. Yep. Don't they get stuck in the elevator in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
Do you see at one point, Andor recast?
Yeah, Jimmy Smits is gone.
Yeah,
Benjamin Bratt is in, right?
They recast him.
Which kind of makes sense. I mean, he's old.
But also, he was just he just played that character like 2 years ago.
Oh, in the
Ewan
McGregor one, right? Yeah,
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's true. That is. He must have been doing something. I would think he's in the new Dexter, maybe. Who knows?
Jimmy Smits was in Marvel or whatever.
Star Wars. He plays Princess Leia's dad.
Yes.
Oh, he's been around a long time.
Adopted father.
Adopted. We'll take the daughter.
Kathy Collins loved Jimmy Smits.
She did.
Yeah.
A little
list.
Latino thing, huh?
Yeah. Good for her.
Wow. Why is that good for her?
I don't know.
Progressive.
Broadening her horizons, you know?
When did she like him? Like NYPD Blue? Or?
My high school days. Yeah, NYPD Blue. That was
Bobby Simone. Great character. R.I.P. Yeah. All right. So let's try and have an honest and
I'd rather not if that's okay.
About this. Why?
Oh, yes.
What do you mean?
I just don't want to weigh in on this one.
You're anti-Dave on this?
Portnoy already thinks I'm the one that caused this.
That's true. So let's make sure I'm right about all the facts. So Barstool has a bar in Philadelphia.
Yes.
And so Saturday night, is that right?
Yes.
They were having a bunch of kids were there, younger people. And so when you buy, I don't even understand the sign part.
If you buy a table, you get some bottles.
Right.
And you can even get like the sign. And usually it says like happy birthday.
Which is gay, but all right, fine.
Yep.
That's the worst part of it.
And like the servers come out and do this whole like song and dance.
So these people elected to have a sign that said, fuck the Jews, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I do that when that happens? The waitresses write that?
That's my first. That's my question.
That's nuts.
What's the process?
So before,
so let's say, all right. So Justin and I are out there. Justin, me, and Mary are there. Okay. Nice. And Mary, which she has said off air, says on air, finally, fuck the Jews. Right, right, Justin?
She's not. I've not heard her say that.
Why? What do you mean?
Because she writes it.
She wouldn't have sex with Jewish people. Why? Because she's anti-Semitic.
Well, she wouldn't have sex with Jewish people because I'm not Jewish.
Well, I'm saying it first. I'm saying why is she anti-Jew?
She's not anti-Jew.
You don't know that. So Mary says, fuck the Jews. So what's the process from me saying that to the sign going up? Who is...
So usually there's a manager.
Right, sure.
In charge of all of the tables.
Right.
Each table then has like a server. So it'd be like the manager's like, hey,
There's a waitress or whatever.
That's the server.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah, we got to get the sign out. So the
So how does that sign get up, though?
Right, who writes that?
There's at least...
Somebody has to write FUCKTHEJEWS.
It's either the manager
and when they get
or
to the
server.
W, they're not thinking, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't.
Right.
So when you buy the bottle, they say, okay, what do you want to put? And you give them a piece of paper. And
Sure.
Say, normally, happy...
Yeah, but how does it...
50th birthday, Kirk.
Okay, I get all that, but how does somebody then sign off on that? That's what I don't get.
It didn't get signed off on.
Oh, what happened?
It was just the waitress was just like, okay, this is what... Because normally it's probably like something...
What's that, Dave?
You don't know that for a fact.
What?
That it didn't get signed off on?
Well, that's what Portnoy said, was that the waitress acted
alone.
Fully on her own, he said that again?
Well, let's go along with that for now. Okay. Go ahead.
So the waitress was like, okay, they want us to put in big letterings, fuck the Jews.
Right.
So then she goes back, goes to the sign,
Save that, Dave.
puts that in there, boop, 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 boop. And then one of them comes out with sparklers and she comes out holding the sign.
I saw the video of it, yeah.
And normally it's like you take pictures or it says like, oh, subscribe to, people put like wacky things there all the time.
Yeah.
So
everyone's just children now, huh? We're just going out having a fucking beer, having a plate of nachos.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I mean, I know I'm old, but like, holy shit, my brain would explode if I was in that place.
What's like a rave type of atmosphere? So that's why that stuff.
Yeah, and this bar does really well.
Yes.
This particular Barstool one was like a huge bar. I know that. So okay, so somebody films it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of goes viral yesterday afternoon, right?
Yes.
Dave finds out about it.
Yep.
And puts a video up where he loses his shit. And did he quote tweet with the picture of those guys or no?
I think that was after. That was
Who's
like
there's a Mo guy or there's another. I don't even
that
wanna
was
say
like
whatever.
at anti-Semitism or something like that.
Those weren't the actual guys who.
The handle that's in the video,
Yeah.
he says is the guy's been cleared, was not there, was not the actual.
There were two. One of two was cleared.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't there. The other one was
Dave McCarthy, the fucking Joe McCarthy of the 21st century.
Find them.
Getting the bottom of this, incredibly, So I guess my 30,000 foot view on this before we get into the specifics is I've seen some people who are like, whatever happened to free speech, Dave. Those are two different things. Like this is a. Do you disagree with that, Mike?
No, that's. I mean, I didn't realize the waitresses had to.
Yeah, I mean, this is a business.
Yeah,
like you can't like this is not how the world works.
And does Dave own the? I don't know how that works. Does Dave own the bar, or
I assume he owns a company.
I mean, even if he didn't, it's his
Or is it
brand.
named
Yeah, right. I mean, it's
Yeah,
Barstool's
yeah.
name's on it. Like it doesn't. Like you can't. We all like to pretend we're in this world. You can't have a business where you have a sign that somebody's holding that says "fuck the Jews." It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Now, if your argument is like kick these two or three stupid kids out, fire the waitresses, and then be done with it, and let's not hunt them down, I can understand that argument. That I get. But I also get where Dave's like, well, fuck these guys. Like I don't really know. Like I've seen a big anti-argument on this, right? Have you guys seen
Are you
this?
talking about Montate?
Well, but I've seen a lot of that on the right, the extreme right. There's sort of been that argument where they're saying, I'm not quite sure what's the argument.
did the post go viral before Dave, or did he?
No,
make
he definitely
He made them known.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a little weird. Just
Like,
because
what's the Mick Montante Kane I saw? Anytime you're with him, you're in trouble. Like, I've seen that from what's their core argument?
I would say at least from Kane specifically, it almost felt
If any of
like,
those guys want to call, if they're watching, call in.
yeah, it felt like Kane was just saying, one, to agreeing with what you say in the sense of why shame, these are kids, basically. Why shame them? And Kane even put a tweet out that was like, look at who is teaching them at their universities. It's these liberal
Well, they're not
individuals.
kids. They're at a
No, I know.
alcohol-
I know.
They're old enough to drink.
I still
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Kane is like he agrees with Mick, where it's like, who the fuck is Dave Portnoy to basically kind of making the free speech argument? Well, who is Dave?
But it's not.
Portnoy?
But that's
right.
not. But that's
I
not.
think,
But that's not free. That's.
But Mick was also saying,
First
like,
of all, it is free speech. They can say it.
yeah.
But then there are going to be if you put up a sign that says "fuck the Jews," there could be actions for your
Go
consequences.
to a club that allows that, and like no one's going to get arrested.
Yeah, but no one's going to get arrested anyway. I mean,
I don't think-
Yeah, they did allow it. So-
yeah, I mean, it was a lot.
I don't think Mick was necessarily condoning it. I think he was saying, who the fuck is Dave Portnoy, of all people, to criticize these people? Because he was trying to say Dave Portnoy has said racial slurs in the past and things like this. Who is he to act like this after the fact?
I mean, the only thing I'd say is like, the idea that flying these kids to Auschwitz is going to cure these dummies is just a waste of. Maybe it's I don't. Really
Isn't that a vacation a lot of people take?
Yeah,
that's what I don't get.
I don't understand the whole
I
concept
think they
of
have
like
water slides there now at this point.
why are we like hand holding assholes to then change their mind?
That's the thing.
about
If you want
something?
to, if your argument is like, why are we like hunting down these guys? I get that argument. Now, look, I mean, I'm a lunatic, but I get where people are like, just fuck them. They're assholes. Let them fucking go. They can't be fixed. Instead of just like shaming them, outing them, doxing them, they're pricks. Let them be pricks. I totally get that part of it. But I was actually texting with Montante about this yesterday, of all things. Montante said to me, or wrote to me, I don't want to misquote him.
Fuck the.
Yes. Let me see. Montante. Does he do anything if someone made a sign that said "fuck Palestine"?
So,
and I was like, hold on. And I was like, yes. At a Barstool bar, if somebody had a sign that he knew about that said "fuck Palestine," I think he'd be pretty pissed.
That's the thing. And I want because
I don't think he'd be as worked up.
it's not an emergency press conference,
But
that woman's fired.
Of course,
Because he wants money.
Of course, it's a business. That's not. He would not get as worked up. I agree, but don't you think, Justin?
Absolutely.
Like that's not even an argument.
Just from a business
I
perspective.
think there's a chance of an emergency press conference on that. There's
You
a
know,
chance
but
he's going to make content.
Fuck
on
the
that.
Jews is a bigger.
Well, it's also personal for him.
Yeah, right.
I also wonder how many people understand. So I didn't know at first. I thought these idiots just held up a sign and took a picture, and it happened to be at the Barstool bar.
Right.
I didn't realize his employees were writing it on this. That's
Right.
fucking. You can't
Call
tolerate
Kane, would you?
that.
Because Kane had a weird tweet yesterday. Yeah, and if your thing is like, who is Dave to say? Because he's, I mean, I guess, but I don't like he owns the place. His name is on it. Like it doesn't. This is a business.
But
the
also,
world doesn't work that
I don't
way.
think he's ever said something equivalent to "fuck the blank."
No, I mean he's said the N word like singing a lyric, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Are you talking about? Do you want me to read Kane's tweet?
Well, no, let's have him. Let's see if he wants.
I don't know if his number, but I'm texting him.
All right. But yeah, but if your bigger argument is like, why are we like finding these people and shaming them? I mean, I could get that, I guess. I mean, they're idiots, so but like, does anybody think these like, if would you want somebody in your employ who would like not think before?
No, that's crazy.
Okaying that? I don't even really get the. I don't really get it. I don't know. You ever sound of Dave arguing with this person? Is that out there?
Dave arguing with...
Oh, the one that just came up? It's on Twitter.
Oh, during the show?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't love the public shaming thing, but like that might be the most fireable offense I've ever heard of.
By any definition.
That's crazy.
I just think sending them to bring them down is just a waste of everyone's time.
I'm actually very pro public shaming these dudes.
Really?
So I have Jewish kids. I'm not Jewish.
Sorry.
Yep, I know. But one thing becoming part of like knowing Jews is like they are fighters who got like persecuted for hundreds of thousands of years in their minds. So like they want to fight and defend. So Portnoy going after these guys, I fucking respect.
That's like, I agree, because God knows I'm the same way, but like that's not going to fucking solve anything.
Oh, correct. But
I mean, these two Nimrods to fucking Auschwitz. They're gonna, where are they gonna stay? Like the JW Marriott and like hang out and go swimming? Like it's I don't know. Like you should bring like, who could go with them?
Large?
Like a Rico and the Mincy or something? Just like, you got to make a content large. No, like do content if you're going to do it. You know? Sydney Wells, do they have like a little lake there or something? I don't even know. It's something you could do for...
I'm sure there's hunting grounds near.
Yeah, it's true. I guess. I don't know. I've never had a big desire to go to Auschwitz.
No.
But it's a trip a lot of people take.
Oh, for sure.
Like plan to take. Like,
of course.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's that, Justin?
It might be the most like depressing thing in the world. I can't think of something more depressing.
Yeah, I mean it's.
But are these guys gonna go through there?
They'll play. They'll
be like, well, I didn't think of it that way.
Well, that's what they'll do, right?
I'm sure to appease Portnoy.
Meatheads.
But they were just being retards.
He mentions in one of the videos that he consulted with the crafts. You think that's a craft idea? Like, oh, you should.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, they do a lot of that, right?
Now, here's who I would say is causing that type of environment. All these colleges who let Jewish kids get harassed on campus 24/7. I've been speaking out about this since it started. So these professors, I'd love to know, first of all, that sounds like a made-up thing. I don't know what that quote is. The Society of Sport. Where are the professors from? Where are the professors from? Well, why don't you answer, where are the professors from?
Let's look back and then go back and see if you want to waste time.
Well, no, you're quoting two people. I have no idea who they are from a made-up journal. So tell me where the professors are from.
The University of Virginia.
Okay, so no, that's a real university. I'd like to know where they're getting their information. I don't like quotes that I have no idea where they're coming from. I totally disagree for what you just said. Who's creating more hate right now in the world? Do you say Barstool Sports and white men or college campuses?
You go ahead and answer.
No, that was a question to you.
I'm the journalist. I'm asking.
Well, I don't play by those rules. What does that mean? You're a
Good for him.
journalist?
Shut up. I mean, yeah, you dummy.
I'm a journalist. Why would I have any facts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know if Jewish kids getting harassed 24/7 at college campuses. Maybe they are. I don't even know.
There's a lot of protests going on right now, and they say it's a lot of anti-Semitism is at the heart of it.
Yeah.
Hey Dave, what's up?
What's the tweet, Justin?
The tweet is maybe Dave should focus on all the.
No, the tweet about me and Jerry or something.
The Kane tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the Kane. I thought you were.
I thought you were about me and Jerry. No.
Yeah, there was one.
What was that?
My point is, you retweeted that horrible fucking rant, which was insane.
Why can't I retweet something that's like newsworthy that involves my company?
Because he's talking about taking out two 20-year-old girls like a fucking madman. You think that's okay?
Do I think it's okay
over a fucking sign that says "fuck the Jews"? I mean, how stupid is that? That's crazy.
Do I think it's okay that he fired somebody who okayed a sign in his business that said "fuck the Jews"?
No, I don't mind that he fired them, but he was talking about exposing them.
Yeah, and I just said in the show. I just said in the show. I said I think that's definitely a debate, but I can't retweet. Like, I'm going to retweet it. It's noteworthy. It involves my company. It's a guy I do a show with.
At Kirkman reposting this as well.
Jerry did the same thing. He retweeted something that was noteworthy, and you spazzed out about it. That was my only point.
Well, Jerry retweeted what?
The thing about it was about your daughter, right? Or not your daughter. It was about
gay people and
women.
Yes.
Riley Gaines.
Yes.
Yeah,
How does that? That's that. It was about my daughter.
Well,
it's about my daughter who's adopted. So it affects me personally. How does that? How is it? What's the correlation with me and Dave and me and Jerry?
Because you didn't talk to him after that, right?
How does that correlate with me and Dave and me and Jerry?
I don't know exactly how it correlates, but you retweeted.
Well, you just said, but you're the one who tweeted the comparison between the two. What's the comparison?
Not a great comparison, mate. But
okay, well, I don't even understand. Like, here's my take on it. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Ahead.
So, like I said, to me, like, they should be fired. It's crazy that sign is there. You might disagree. This is not a freedom of speech issue. Not a freedom of speech.
I don't disagree because they're in a business.
Right. You've worked at restaurants. If you worked at a restaurant and somebody had a big sign that said "fuck the Jews" and a waiter or waitress okayed it and wrote it, they'd be fired, right?
They'd be fired.
Okay.
Yes.
So then I think the argument becomes, and I totally get. I think this is where we might not even disagree that much. Like, do I think that then they should try and like hunt down these people and try? No. Like, you want me to just fire them and say, "Get the fuck out of here, you're idiots." That's fine. So I'm not even sure we disagree.
No, I mean, I don't know. You retweeted something where he said he was going to pound these people into the ground.
But I'm not. Did I quote tweet it and say "fuck yeah"? I retweeted it.
My point is that retweets can be, they can mean something.
Retweets are not This is ironically what Portnoy did with me when I retweeted Ari Shafir.
20-year-old girls ruining their lives. That's what a retweet is.
He's not ruining the lives of the employees. He's just firing them. He's ruining the lives of the customers who told them to
Now he is. Now he is. But before that, he was talking about going after all these people.
Okay, he didn't,
he's
right?
in a position of power.
Well, do you think my retweet like had anything to do with that?
Well, I don't know. That's why I called it out.
but I've retweeted a million things. Some things I agree with, some things I disagree with.
I took it as you retweeting it because we'll talk about it today.
Yeah, it's a show. It's a show topic, and I'm talking about it now.
Well, I'm glad you explained it. I just thought you were, in the business of trying to ruin people's lives, 20-year-old girls' lives. That's all.
God,
I didn't know. Yeah, well, I mean, you retweeted it, so I didn't know where. I'm glad you explained it. I haven't listened to the show, so I don't really know. But I didn't get to that part yet. But that's what I thought you were, standing behind. I didn't know. How do I know?
Well, you can wait.
How does anybody know when you retweet something like that?
I know, but you can wait, and I'll do the show the next day. As opposed to what's his tweet? Mike, hold on, Mike, hold on for a second. What's the retweet?
It says at Kirkman reposting. Or do you want the
Jerry one? Yeah, what's he saying?
At Kirkman reposting. This is wild. No chance Kirk is offended by what those 20-year-olds did. Imagine if one of those kids were your kids. Kirk hasn't talked to Jerry for years because of a retweet. Dave is going way too far on this.
I don't even see the comparison. I think they should be. You think they should be fired, right?
You took it personal because of I think they should be fired.
So we agree. I don't even get your point. I think
the point of his rant though wasn't that. The point of his rant was to destroy people. That's what that rant was about. He wanted to take out everybody. He had not enough information. He should not be that offended by that. In my personal opinion, it's up to him if he is. But
you shouldn't be offended by somebody having a sign that says "fuck the Jews"
in his business.
It didn't hurt a single person. Nobody gives two fucks about that sign. It didn't hurt anybody.
I know, but do you think it's pretty stupid to have that in a business?
Yes, I think it's stupid. But I also think it's really ridiculous to try to ruin their lives, and that's what that rant was about. So, I mean, when you retweet it, that's what I think you're endorsing, in my opinion. I don't know. I think it's a crazy retweet, but you've explained it. I'm not saying you. I don't know. I guess retweets are kind of one of those weird things. I can understand your point, though. You're just doing it for, for the content or whatever for the show. But I don't know, man. That was a pretty vicious rant on these people that he's going to talk about taking them out over a fucking sign. And he's in a position of power where he can actually do stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, right?
No, I know you're not.
No, I'm saying he wound up not doing that, right? I don't even know. He was mad.
No, but that was after.
Yeah, he was mad in the moment. I agree. If he had outed them, I can tell you honestly, I would have had a problem on the show. I would have said on the show today. If he had done that, that would have been ridiculous.
So he was trying to find out if the servers were in like cahoots with the customers.
Yes,
he
is my
found out
guess.
they're just dumb.
That's my guess.
So
That's my
if
guess.
they were in cahoots, he would have outed them. But he realized they were just dumb, so he just fired them and didn't publicly.
Well, we're also talking about a guy that thought Auschwitz was in fucking Germany. I mean, he doesn't really have all the facts either. So I mean, it was just a.
Kane, you just said he shouldn't be offended by a sign that says "fuck the Jews" as a Jew.
Okay, what I'm saying is, it doesn't really offend. It doesn't hurt anybody. If he wants to be offended, that's fine. You don't need to go and take out people, take out young girls, try to ruin their lives over it. They're stupid. They're 20. They grew up in a time in colleges where this stuff is just in their heads, and you can't. I understand they're 20 and they should have better sense, but it's a little crazy from his point of view, in my opinion.
But what about from like so Barstool is like reliant on advertisers, and let's say Portnoy doesn't have a big reaction like this, and a lot of advertisers start pulling their things because
I don't think they would do that though. No, I think it's
no.
more,
But people would say, "Hey, a Barstool bar says this."
Yeah, I think he was mad, but I don't even think he felt like that. He was mad in the moment. He put a video up. He was really mad, and then he backed off on it to some extent, and like he was worked up. I get it. He was worked up in the moment, and now a day later, he's probably not as mad, but he's like, I'm, but just like, because I was confused with Montante yesterday too. As long as we can start in the base where we all agree it's fucking crazy that sign's up at a restaurant, people should be fired, then I'm fine with you think after that. I'm fine with you think after that.
Who wouldn't think that? That's insane. You can't do that at a place.
Well, because Montante was playing the free speech card a little bit first yesterday. That's not free speech. That's a different conversation. All right, see you later, Kane. There you go.
Play again. Play it again.
Okay, all right. We need to weigh in. You've spoken. Anti-Semite Kane weighing in there, right, Justin?
No one's a bigger fan of Kirk Minahan than me. Mm-hmm. I hate Kirk Minahan when people try to do you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's part
terrible.
of the show. It's just part of the show. It's fine. People get worked up, but I don't really understand I don't know. When people say people shouldn't be offended by, people get offended by things. I don't know. Like this clearly is a trigger for Dave. Like this one clearly, and it's obviously he's Jewish, but for some reason this one gets him, and he's worked up about it. So he's letting it rip. I don't know. I think it would have been bad to like then post pictures of 20-year-old waitresses or 25 and be like, go get these fucking people.
Yeah,
I'm with if that's Kane and Nick and Montag, if that's one of their core, I will say I'm with them 1,000% on that. And I think Dave knew that, but the problem is now is people are gonna fucking find him anyway. So it's like we live in this world. So
I think it's tough because people look at all these stories as exactly the same. Like anytime someone fucks up saying something or posting something, it's like, oh, well, if you're going after this person, it's like they all equate it to some cancel culture story.
Right.
But they're each different. They're all nuanced. They're all different. But the thing about going after particularly the waitresses, but I guess even these kids, in my mind, they're not public. Did they post it online or did someone else post it?
Somebody else, I'm sure.
Yeah,
okay, so like they're not public figures.
Yeah.
They're just morons that fucked up. So exposing them, you're suddenly making it.
You can ruin their lives by doing that.
Right.
Like, totally
exactly.
ruin, which
exactly.
is kind of, and I think just probably not a smart move. And I think he wised up on that one.
Right.
I think so.
Well, he said a couple of the names, right? There were a couple names out there, and then he was like, "This guy's not involved."
One was one of the managers, right?
Yeah, but I think somebody put it out there before him.
But here's where it gets confusing too, where he goes, I saw him post like, so and so is not involved. It's like his name's already out there,
Yeah, right.
and he's probably already getting, hey, you anti-Semitic fuck,
Right.
Yep.
So keep an eye on it. He's definitely worked up about it. I will say that. But I don't know.
I didn't say much because when you bring it up on Thursday, I want to hear you say like Mike really gave you shit. For
I will. I'll never say that.
I like that now. I've grown to enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, Mike's disgusting. He's a free speech guy.
He said he goes Mike's the kind of guy that'll cut your throat to get, and you go, absolutely.
Are
you fucking crazy?
Mike, in a heartbeat. That's the fact right there.
That's a fact.
What else? Unless you guys have anything else on that, I don't know. I'm not sure what else.
Not really. I mean, he did bring up the fact that like anti-Semitism, he's facing a lot more of that, or at least the company, and it's just around in the world today. So to your point, it's clearly a trigger for him. And even if he did go the extra, I could almost understand why he would go the extra mile on something like that, because he's seeing it more in his world. He's passionate about it, so he's like, "Fuck these people, fuck it."
Yeah,
but
so okay. Because I thought at first some of those guys were like, it's a free speech issue. Like they should be able to put the sign up. And I'm like, oh, I can't have a conversation if you're starting at that point. But it seems like nobody. All right, good. Okay. What else?
Clemer calling me.
Oh. Wakey.
There you go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
You realize you... what's that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
I just woke up now.
Clemmer,
Well, I woke up like 20 minutes ago.
This is someone doing a Klemmer impression,
It's
right?
fucking 8 o'clock there.
Yes, I know. It was 7:25. I don't get up. I don't. That's early for me. 7 o'clock's early. I'm a night owl, Chris. Not everyone gets up at 4 a.m. like you.
Do you have a wacky outfit for the Beck Gala tonight?
Yeah.
How, 1 out of 10, how humiliating is it or no?
Oh, I don't think it's that bad.
I'll tell you, if you had any fucking balls, you know where you go tonight? You dress up as a Nazi and go tonight to this.
Oh my God.
If you had any guts, you would do it.
Just wear one of Kanye's shirts.
just a big fuck the Jews sign and a Nazi outfit. Just what do you think, Dave? No?
Idiot. I hadn't even considered that. That's a while. No, I'm not going to do that.
Who will, do you think?
I'm telling you, Smitty comes out of retirement.
I don't even get what this thing is tonight. What is this thing?
It's Klemmer's there. It's there's a Met Gala. And this is the Beck Gala where they're doing a bunch of gambling and there's Barstool gambling people and other personalities, right?
Yeah. It's a thing for DraftKings. They're going to go there and they're obviously help us a ton. So going to go there and it should be actually I think a pretty fun night. Like there's a lot of got a lot of games on. A bunch of people are getting together and just hanging out and betting. So I don't mind that.
Were you drinking last night in Arizona?
I had one drink.
Can I drink?
Who'd you? So why we called? So that date, does that date work for you guys? That June 10th?
So that definitely works for me. Marty is still on his honeymoon.
Okay.
And but other than that, and then when Marty gets back, we're just going to lock in the rest of the team.
Okay.
But I don't think that's a problem. So I think I don't see any reason why we can't go ahead with that.
Cinema's family is planning on that date, so we should probably make that happen.
So I think if that's the case, I think we can lock that in. We can get people to go with that.
All right. Go ahead, Mike. Ask him a question if you want. Go ahead.
No, I haven't paid as much attention to the granite. I'm
is that true?
I'm easing my way in.
Oh, wow.
I'm easing my way in.
Are you doing that from Arizona today?
I'm not. So the good news is, Mike, you have plenty of time to get caught up.
Good.
There's 3 episodes right there. You can watch it. I'll be back. I'll be streaming Thursday and Friday.
Good.
I do have a question. What city did the Granite play in?
Manchester, I like to think.
They play at the Pease Air Force Base.
Oh, that's right. I did know
Air
that.
Force
Okay,
Base.
yeah.
Why don't they play at the Verizon Center? It's an NBA team, isn't it?
Yes, but we built a new arena at Pease because I like the Seacoast.
What's the attendance there? What's the capacity?
Oh, we do great. We have a great crowd. I think we have a 96% fan rating right now. So we're getting we sell out some nights, Kirk.
What's the capacity? I said. Well, how many? What's the sellout?
The capacity. I think it's 20,000.
Does somebody say you have 6 first-round picks coming up in one draft?
We have 6 first-round picks. That's correct. Kirk.
So things are really on the level again. They're not goofy at all.
I turned the difficulty up as far as it will go in the game.
Who's your coach?
Sorry, I'm not great of a GM. My coach is Lucas.
Oh, he's back.
This was nice, yeah.
Are you gonna stab him in the back once you start winning
back
again, or no?
Well, we're in a 20-game losing streak because we're tanking, and people are getting really mad at Lucas. I don't know if we survive. It takes another year.
Half a person anyway. Yeah.
I gotta give.
No, that's not true, Kirk. It's not true. The YouTube numbers are public; they're all right there. It's more than half a person.
I gotta give Clemer a lot of credit. We were talking about a somewhat touching tribute earlier. It genuinely warmed my heart. The last thing he did as the Magic GM, he brought back Lucas.
Wow, that is classy.
Brought a tear to my eye.
That is classy. All right, goodbye. Go back to sleep.
No, wait, that's all. That's all you have to say.
Goodbye. Drunk. Hungover.
Did he get to Arizona yesterday?
Probably. Why?
Because wouldn't the time difference still
Yes.
when you sleep?
I agree. He's like a he's like a bear.
I've never heard a sleepy wake up voice like that.
I saw that. You made me think it was that Ritzer 5K, where it was like 9 in the morning, and he was like,
He looked awful.
It's like Kate is a teenager now, where she's like, he was like that. He's like, I don't know, man. How do you do this? Come on, it's 9:30. My workday used to be over at this point. Like I don't know what.
At the beginning, his voice warmed up, but at the beginning, it sounded like a bad Clemer impression.
I judge adults who sleep late. Yeah. Like on like every day.
But what if they go to bed? What if they work a job till 1
That's different.
No.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. But Clemmer stays up and has ciders and plays video games and sleeps.
That's part of his work in a way.
I suppose. Like I don't think you should have kids.
You think he'd be
I don't know.
bad influence on them?
Yeah, I don't know what Mrs. Klemmer's take is on it, but I don't, because he's like Tom Hanks and big when he's big. Like he doesn't need a kid. You know? I think. What do you think, Dave?
I think that's the right call by you.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good.
He'd be a good dad.
He's got a big heart. He'd
He'd be a fun dad.
Maybe it would. It's like Springsteen. Springsteen would always say he was a night owl,
and then he had
kids, and then it changed everything.
could change
So
him.
maybe it would
Right.
change, but he'd still be drinking. You can't change that with him.
1 or 2 a night.
Those are ciders, though.
Yeah.
Ciders are stronger.
That's what I mean. So you pass out in the. It's kind of like I worry about Ted Sellers. Like, let's say Ted's wife is away for something.
Oh no!
And something happens to the kid. How's Ted gonna? Like, what if Ted can't reach the kid?
They'll have a person with them.
I guess
He was crawling around the floor pretty good here.
Yeah, that's true. I believe in him. I guess.
We need more. We need more 2-parent households in the United States.
Oh, is that right?
Strong 2-parent have children.
Pat Robertson here weighing in.
I don't know who that is.
I know you don't. Ted would be a great dad. Ted would be a great dad. Clemer would be a good dad too. All right, what else?
What's that thing?
Is
we didn't
Clemer
talk
trying
about
for children?
Everyone relax. One at a time, fellas. One at a time.
He jumped over.
Justin, go ahead.
Is Clemer trying for children? Is he?
Yes, he sent me video last night.
Oh,
How the hell do I know? I don't know.
because you just out of
Maybe
nowhere.
he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. He'd be a good dad, but like I don't know. He'd have to name his kid Lucas though. Lucas Clemmer.
Oh man, that would do a lot for him.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice.
When
Go ahead.
Klemmer goes
Go.
to Milton's, what do you think his dimensions are in his pants? When they measure, is he like a 30, 49?
We saw him.
Like,
We saw him at Milton's a
what
couple
is
years
his
ago.
dimensions?
I don't know. What's he gonna wear tonight?
He's probably like a 28 waist. No.
Yeah, he's put on some weight
34
though.
height,
He's getting
probably?
fat.
Yeah.
What are they gonna make him wear tonight? This friggin' thing.
It's gonna be like that like Dumb and Dumber suit type of thing.
Oh, I
You
could
know what
see
I mean?
that,
Something
yeah.
like a weird color.
Yeah, I could see.
I guess that could be fun if it's like they're all dressed up and they're live betting stuff.
Oh yeah, it sounds terrible.
Anything just off of a couch instead of just sitting on a couch is better, right?
I love DraftKings, so yeah.
Are there
I
big,
gotta find somebody to do this chasing greens with for the PGA next week.
Yeah.
Are there a bunch of playoff games tonight? Is that
Celtics played tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. That's one.
A couple of NBA games.
I guess I'm saying why tonight is that the event?
Well,
I think it's against the Met Gala, right?
yes.
That was.
Oh,
I think right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, normally they pick like an NFL Sunday. I
Yeah.
would suspect if it was. I think Celtics played tonight.
Yep. against the
Game one.
Knicks.
Celtics will win that series in 5 games.
Good.
Yeah, Celtics will win the championship. You put
like
that
that.
in ink. Yeah.
And then they're gonna be sellers, right?
Huh?
This offseason they're gonna be sellers. I believe.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But not one of the big two though.
Jaylen Brown out of here.
Oh, you think so?
I thought that's what people were saying. No.
Really?
Like maybe
They
They don't get along,
Shit
right?
about basketball.
I don't like the body language between those two, but that's okay. You can win. You don't have to. Doesn't It's okay. I don't know. Danny Ainge.
That's
doesn't
gotta
get
be weird to
credit, by the
be-
way. He picked both those guys, but yeah,
That's gotta be weird to be like the highest paid player in the NBA, but you're not the best on the team. It's just like a weird dynamic.
I guess.
You know?
Check's probably clear.
$60 million a year.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Very thoughtful.
Yeah.
What were you saying before that?
No, you were talking about kids. I don't even think we talked about it last week, but like Trump is trying to
The $5,000
what is
bonus.
it? Like $5,000 if you have a kid or something like that? Did you see that?
What do you mean? If you have a kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have a child, Trump wants the government to write you federal government to write you a check for $5,000.
All right.
No
fine.
matter
I'll
what?
do it.
Married, unmarried, single, like what? Yeah,
Yeah, that could get a little pricey.
I don't know what. Like what?
I forget how much it was, but
I think it was $5,000.
5,000. You're right.
I'll do my Jalen if you want there, Mike.
Go ahead.
So, President Trump, did you see this, Kevin, this week? He had $5,000 if you have a kid. In other news, Forbes has announced that Nick Cannon, the billionaire. He's a billionaire, Kevin. He's a billionaire.
I'm working my Eubanks.
Yeah, there you go. Who's with Jay on that show still?
He is?
That whatever that
That game show?
Yeah, it was like a few months ago I saw them out there.
I've heard. Is Kevin Eubanks like an excellent musician?
Oh, great. Oh, yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's what he was known for before.
That's wild.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He was famous for that.
Yeah.
Now he's like, yeah, Jay, shit, damn, Jay.
Yeah, that's all I know him for. I didn't realize that.
Jesus. So 5,000. Well, there you go.
I think it's
Jay.
just a new moms. Just
new moms.
For Mary.
if you have a kid, bam, $5,000.
Get to work.
Was it a check or a tax credit? That's what I couldn't figure
Put a little
out.
sour cream in that taco, Justin. Let's get to work. No?
No.
No? No. The Virgin Mary.
The Virgin Mary. Yes.
Yes. What do you think, Dave?
it's good.
Okay. What else?
All that Belichick
I
news.
also don't care about that story, but yeah. What,
No, who was that? Who did I listen
Oh,
to?
Mutt burying cinema at the bottom of Mutt Stack last week.
What? Oh. I didn't even bet. Like
he was part
fuck
of
this guy.
Oh, no, he dug the dirt at you.
He stole Mike's take when we were walking out, because of how emotional he was.
What did he say?
Well, Mike, wasn't your take like it hit me that he'll never be in like the chair again? Like that's at the funeral that hit
Wholly
Mike.
original take.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but Mike said it. Mike said
Nice.
he's like it's part of the element of like he won't be in.
He stole
with
that
me
from
again.
Mutt Stack?
No, he stole that from Mike. Mike on the show said that was the first one to say that. Yeah.
It was a great take.
It was the bottom of Mutt Stack last week.
Oh man, maybe that's like save the best for last.
Maybe. I guess. I mean, it was we. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he had his final thoughts for the next day, and the first picture was that fucking Bacardi again. He's obsessed with that $15,000 thing.
It's an expensive bottle.
Yeah, I guess.
Is he auctioning it off, or what was the?
I don't
what was
know.
the bit?
We only got to see a couple clips.
There's a
Well,
raffle
he can only
prize,
post
wasn't
it
it?
a couple things.
No, you got to keep that exclusive. You want to be there for that. So he did pick journalism, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who won?
Lost by a nose, right?
Sovereignty.
Was part of his superfecta.
Journalism, a horrible name for a fucking horse.
Yeah.
He had it finishing fourth. The winner. So you don't get any credit for that, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, journalism finished fourth?
I think it depends on how you
Where
bet
you-
it.
where you bet it?
You can like bet them to place top 5, top 3, top 1.
Yeah, but he didn't though, right? I'm saying
I don't know.
he didn't pick the winner though.
No.
Right. That's what I mean. He never picks the winner ever.
What was he doing Derby Day? Did he have big coverage? What was his?
I think he was just emceeing those events.
Oh, that's what that was the
Yeah.
day of.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole weekend. I think he
Yeah.
was there. He went.
Yeah, I thought it was Friday.
He's like Thursday, I think, too.
Thursday was his prep, I thought he said.
Oh, okay.
Then
But he was-
Friday, the actual races start.
But he was there Thursday because he drove from there to Cinema's thing. So
He's not going to pass up a free hotel room.
no, definitely not.
Speaking of allergy pussies, how about Mike Tirico? You see that? He had to bail out of the
Nut allergy, right?
What a pussy.
Jesus, did he sound bad? I didn't.
No, I think it must have happened in between. I don't think so. And then he just ran out and that other guy took over. So.
Could be a great Mutt spot again if he's there.
Right.
He jumps in.
Mm-hmm.
History's made.
Yep.
Does anyone know a lot about horses?
Yeah, right. He could have saved the day. Yeah. What else, Justin?
The oldest person did die. The nun from Brazil.
Oh, she did?
Yes. She
It's
finally
about
died.
time.
Good run.
Natural causes, they say. No foul play.
Good, Justin. How old was she?
116.
Her body just stopped working.
116. She never had sex.
This is the
Probably.
case.
Maybe. Right. 116.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Sister Inha Carabaro.
It'd be great if you got really into investigating that. We're just like, who even cares,
Obsessed
man?
with
She was gonna die.
I gotta find out the truth. Jesus. How old do you you'll be when you die, Dave?
I'll
If you had
probably
to guess. Just gun in your head.
I think like early 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good run.
Yeah, I think so.
See some grandkids.
I think that's what I'd want too. I don't want to be like an old guy.
Yeah,
I
I
have
think once
bad
you get-
posture. I don't want to be one of those hunched over.
Once you
old
get in your
guys.
90s, it gets. I was watching. He's what 86 now. I was watching Nicholas this weekend. He was.
No.
Do you see any of that or no? He's playing in the Champions Day like a little, scramble.
Yep.
And he literally has two fake hips and he just walks like almost like a sad.
They were at the
he's
Masters when
gaining
he had to
weight,
lean
which
over.
Yeah,
is
he's-
weird. Usually the older guys lose
That's
weight.
good though, in a way.
True.
You know, that I feel better when I see that. But I'm like, I'm old enough that I remember when Jack Nicklaus was still like good.
He was known as like physically ripped back in the day, right?
Yeah, he was big. I mean, he hit a long way. So I don't know. I'm like, that's gonna be like, like one day you'll see like freaking Tiger or Rory and these guys. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of depressing. That's how it works, I guess. You have notes?
I have some more. We've tackled a bunch of them. What do you think
Okay.
about Mick's Michael Jackson deep dive?
I was talking to him about it. I think it's a good idea. I think he'll do a good job with it. I was talking to him about it at the meal on Friday.
What is it? He's doing a podcast about it?
Yeah, about his death. I think his life. The only thing I said to him was, and he probably knows if he's doing it, but you can't tell the story of Michael Jackson without telling the story of his dad. Like that's such a huge part of who he was, and even as an adult, the choices he made. But like to my knowledge, there's not a great podcast series about Michael Jackson.
I wasn't aware.
No,
there's
there's
a
the documentary.
There's a
Yeah,
conspiracy
but-
theory about this.
What's that?
I wasn't aware. There's like a conspiracy that
About his death?
That it wasn't like an OD. It was something else.
Oh, I don't know,
I thought that's what Mick was.
Yeah,
tackling.
maybe he'll dive into it.
Oh,
Mick used the
There-
phrase conspiracy.
I don't even know if it's a conspiracy. I think that was like said, right? I thought it wasn't just a plain open and shut OD, kind of like
the Conrad Murray, the doctor.
Matthew Perry. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
where they were like taking advantage.
Yes, yeah, that's kind of
Okay.
right.
All right.
He went to trial for it, didn't he?
Yes.
Conrad Murray, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I thought it was a good idea. Like I said, there's there's been documentaries, but to me, like a dedicated 10-part podcast series just about his life.
That's interesting because, like I said, the documentary is about other stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a big part of it.
Right.
Yeah, so,
but
I mean,
to do his whole
right.
life is interesting.
I mean, this was a child genius when you watch him with the Jackson 5. Like, unbelievable. Then he branches off and goes off and does Off the Wall with Quincy Jones and then makes the biggest album of all time. And Joe Jackson had such a stranglehold over him at that point. I've said this before. There was no Thriller tour. He toured with the Jacksons after that. Which is crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was not a Thriller tour.
That's wild.
Crazy. They did the Victory album, the Crazy Victory tour that was, the Sullivans with the Patriots were involved and it fucked up the Patriots as well. Crazy. You could do, I think Mick will do a good job. Do a really good job, but like, if you want to dive into Michael Jackson, you could do a 50-part podcast series on him. I think more fascinating than any entertainer ever.
What sparked this? Was he always interested in him, or?
I don't know. Don't know.
It's an interesting
Could have done
idea.
Nick Bait on him. If he'd been alive.
Oh, man.
That would have got things started, but yeah, full circle. But no, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, I'm sure he'll do an excellent job. What else you got?
None of that Belichick news over the weekend was new. That was all known shit that she forced her way into the Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
Yeah, we've seen that, right?
Yeah, that was
I forgot she was in that, though. That's lame.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Belichick's kid, who's the coach in waiting,
Mm-hmm.
he's the one who's going to get screwed here.
Because
when they're 7-4 and 7-4, they would have given him the job. But now if he's 7-4, 7-4, and there's all this baggage and drama, they're just going to can the whole family.
They'll pay him off and then get him out. I think that's probably true.
I
think he still has a chance he's not going to coach a game there. Like 10% chance.
That Bill won't coach a game.
Yeah. I think something crazy might still happen.
It's going to get to
How does that work with the so is the deal that, like, let's say they fire Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Does the son have to take over?
No,
How does that work?
They'll buy
everybody off.
There's definitely a buyout.
Yeah.
300,000, whatever, buyout clause.
So even if Bill's good, there's a chance they don't have.
No, I think if Bill's good and
he's good,
he'll get the job.
Yeah.
But 7-4 with a crazy 24-year-old girlfriend involved in the football program is not going to get it done. What's going to happen, I think, is she's going to do something that annoys some booster so much, they're going to go to Bill and be like, Bill, this girl cannot be public, cannot be visible. And he's going to say, no, she's part of my team.
You don't think that's happened already?
Not yet, because they're waiting to see if they win.
I quote tweeted Chris Gasper this weekend. I'm like,
I saw that.
Where he's like, there's a chance he won't. I'm like, well, he's 73.
It was a fair
like,
point.
Let's say he has 3 good years at UNC. You're probably right. He'll then be. I know Pete Carroll just got a job, but like, he is 73.
Yeah.
If it was 8 years ago, it'd be a way different situation. And I also don't think this girl has anything to do with him. Like, I think an NFL team would still hire him if they thought he was the best guy for the job.
But you don't think that's why no one hired him?
No, I don't. I think colleges are different. She can run around the campus. Like an NFL team, like, get the fuck out of here.
Like in college football, like the coach's wife is sometimes almost like the mayor.
Right.
She's running a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah. In the NFL, they're going to get this fucking shit out of here. And maybe he'd just say, fuck it. I'd rather do this. I don't know.
I keep thinking there's got to be a point where Bill Belichick, like if this starts affecting football, where he would say, all right, enough, we're done.
I would like to think so, but I'm starting to wonder now. I don't know.
School's got to be pissed. SNL made fun of it. Like, people are into, like, that's what affects them more. Like, when shit like that starts to happen.
Yeah, she's kind of
it was all over. Mulaney did a thing on that Netflix.
She's like kind of famous now, like weirdly. Like, not even her name, but just like, I guess. Yeah. But for this is what she wants.
Imagine if she wins Miss Maine USA.
She's taking on transgender people, though.
Right.
It's not going to be easy.
No, that's a tough fight. She probably deserves. She needs our support.
Is Steve one of the judges who ask questions during this or no? Is he one of the during the Miss Maine pageant? When is that?
It's May 10th.
It's this weekend.
Yes.
Coming up. Wow. During our practice?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
What do you think Steve does if he encounters a trans Chinese person?
He goes to the bathroom and beats off as well. Because he's got a lot going on in that head of his.
I wish I could remember it, but I saw a couple of his tweets about an Asian place that got shut down, and just watch it. Steve's victory laps are always fun.
He loves it.
Yeah,
he loves it. I mean, I imagine he'll be at the pageant, right?
Has to be.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's newsworthy.
In the Auburn or? Is Auburn the capital?
Augusta.
Is he going to be at Augusta? That's where it should be. Or probably Portland, I guess.
I would think so. Or maybe he has his guys. Maybe that Grant or whatever his name is goes for him.
That's true. What's the guy's name?
Grant.
Stein? Will he be there?
It's in Portland.
In Portland.
Oh, speaking of that.
Will Belichick be there?
Yeah, he's got to root around.
Do they have
He's
spring?
gotta be, right?
No,
Yeah, he's gotta
spring
be their
practice.
support system.
They have spring practice.
You know, the
right?
media
I see him
will
flying
no,
up.
it's over.
Yeah, he'll fly up there.
Spring ball's over. He's going to be there. Oh my God.
Where'd Justin go?
He's he just said, speaking of Stein, and I do know that Stein sent something to the studio for Mike. So
Is it a watch?
So sunglasses, right?
It's got to be, right?
I believe so.
You can't accept.
Well,
that,
it's
can
about time.
It says, Mike, the aide de camp should never be without his shades. Apologies for inadvertently walking out with these.
Inadvertently. Inadvertently. That's great.
Signed the Stein man.
Wow.
Bradley Stein.
Thank you, Stein. I'll accept these with great honor. Thank you,
Really?
Stein. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What could he have done to him?
That's
Maybe
good
they're
luck.
bugged.
What else, Dave?
Let's see here. You don't care about Warren Buffett. Jack Mack covered on Fox News Digital. No.
Don't care.
Let's see.
Why does Barstool need Bob Does for this internet?
I don't know. I'll ask Dave on Thursday. The more I don't really understand. It feels. I don't know. The name of the Internet Invitational, like I said, feels like a 1996 Champions Tour event. Like I think like Coleman said, presented by Dell.
Yeah.
Like I don't really.
I think you need the security of monster numbers, and so you need to partner with another.
They could just be in it.
Yeah, but I
They
think they're
promote
gonna
the
get
same.
they're gonna get behind it probably even more.
I feel like Dave is just bigger than this guy, though. If Robbie Berger got into a fight with a Jew, it would not go insanely viral.
Yeah.
I didn't see Bobby Berger,
Well, I didn't know if they had like an infrastructure or like a
I don't know.
sponsor relationship. This seems
Probably.
bizarre to me.
Maybe it helps him get certain people. I have no idea.
Wouldn't you think Portnoy would be the only voice in charge of who the participants are?
I think Dave is playing nice with these people. I think a lot of these people said like, this guy scares us.
Okay.
And I think he's like, all right, like he's trying to. Dave always thinks business first. He always thinks business first. So he would throw me. He'd throw me over the bridge to do this thing for sure.
Seemed a little insulting to announce it with you.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I mean,
and then be like, nah, you
but
can't.
I said this: we're going all golf if I'm not invited to this thing. Like all golf on this thing all the time. The show's just gonna be golf stuff. We're gonna play golf. We're gonna do golf competitions. That's it. So and hopefully get in the next one. That's all you can. I know I'm not. I don't understand. I know I'm not Joey Salami or Bobby Berger or Fat Perez, but we'll do the best we can here. And I'm
fucking doy I sold out you.
Not as exciting as beef, but we'll we'll do the best we can. I don't know. I'd like to play in it, but if I don't, I will say, Riggs asked me earlier if I'd be interested in doing TV for this. Before I found out I might, but there is. Imagine me not and then going to do TV for that.
Can't do it.
No
Yeah,
chance.
not even,
I would just. My life would be shitting on that event.
He asked you that before?
Well, I think he was trying to get me to say yes,
Right.
so that he could say, "Oh, Kirk's doing it."
Right.
That's why I'm not trying to trust Riggs anymore. So maybe Mudd will do the Chasing Greens with us next week.
Wow.
Freddy's Birdies.
Freddy's Birdies and Mutt would not be bad. We could do that maybe. I guess. I don't know.
Steve Show. He's a golf guy.
Who's that?
He's in tomorrow. He's a golf guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I like him.
I think he gave me a nice hat, that guy.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Who's in with him tomorrow?
Michael Geary.
Bringing him back, huh? Blind Mike done that. Blind Mike project.
Thank you. Yes.
I was watching some of it yesterday, like I said.
Oh, thank you.
The bunch of people up there, wacky voices.
Shout out to Casey Day. I didn't. He put an image of CinemaLords up with the link.
I did
to
see
the
that.
website.
Yeah.
That was very nice of him. I didn't
Yeah.
even ask him to do that. So
Yes, yeah. Well, let's tweet that out again some more. I just did that again the other day. What do we got coming up this week?
we were live yesterday. You can
Yes, saw
check that
that.
out.
Yep.
And then Why Are You Laughing? Steve Renazizi, the 9/11 line comes out. And Quincy, we're back to Quincy. And we should have an announcement about the Quincy Live show.
Good.
Soon.
What are we up next week on Why Are You Laughing?
I don't know yet.
Don't know?
Don't know yet. I'm between a few.
What do you got? What do you think, Dave? Any ideas? Big comedy guy. Was Dave ever on that or no?
No.
Why would I be on that?
I don't know.
Good grief.
I agree with you. Stupid.
It's
but
insulting.
that'd be awful. Who knows? Josh, any ideas for that?
I'm sure.
Boy.
Well, it's all right.
Gee, figure it out,
I'll
Mike.
handle it.
Have you done Bo Burnham?
I did his last special.
What about
Not him as a man.
Deep dive into how he came up.
It's an idea. Eventually, I'll put that on the list.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, I guess I could see that working. I suppose. Huh. All right. You got anything else? No. Dave, Justin, anything else?
I don't want to bring up my issue this weekend.
Go ahead.
but I want to show it to you and get your reaction to it so bad.
You're gonna text it to me?
No, because I don't want you to have. I don't want you to. I want to know what you would do in this situation, but I don't want you to have possession of it. I want to show it to you.
What is it?
It's a hockey incident.
All right. Well, how are you gonna show it to me?
I'm gonna play it for you.
Why don't you send me the video?
Because I don't trust you with it.
I'm not.
This is my family. I don't trust anyone.
I will delete it right away. Just send it to me. I don't want you near me. Just send it to me.
I can't do it.
Just I will delete it. No one will see it. Just send it to me. Jesus Christ. Idiot.
It's better be good.
Shit.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
As a parent, I want to know what you would do in that situation.
Let's see. Do I need the sound down?
I don't know if there's sound.
Oh, okay.
No tears, but. See that?
How many seconds in? When we is this him right in front right now?
He's the one getting hit.
Oh, let me see.
What would you do? Don't delete it.
I'm deleting it right now. I'm deleting it right now.
Post it. Send it to me.
What would you do?
Delete it, Dave.
What would you do?
I mean, it didn't hurt.
No, he complained about it. And the kid was a pest the entire game, but that was you can't say accidental. That's fucking.
You got to teach him. I will say this. The only thing I've said to my kids ever about that is if somebody hits
that's not my son doing it.
No, I'm saying. Hold it. You asked for my opinion. The only thing I ever said to my kids is don't hit first. But if somebody hits you or pushes you, punch back.
Yeah, a lot of that was
if
going
they push
on
you,
in the game.
Punch back.
Yeah, that was later in the game.
Okay, I'm just saying, but
is that needs to be addressed because that was a pattern of behavior?
What did you do?
Individual. I didn't see it live. I was on the bench and I didn't see it live.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can say what happened. This is not
you got fucking tomahawk shocked in the throat by a fucking twat box.
You fucking little shit. We don't know.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We don't know.
No, that is. I'm not describing it poorly. I'm not describing that poorly. Right?
I'll say this about the kid.
Scale 1 to 10. Scale 1 to 10.
4.
Shut up.
I mean, Dave, the kid's like
it
2.
hit his neck.
Did you see it, Justin?
I did. Yeah, I'd say a 4 is probably.
Oh, you guys are fucking out of your minds.
What speed would you say the stick was going? A mile an hour?
I mean, he's a 7.
I know, that's
6
why,
or 7-year-old.
That's why it's a 4. I'm saying it was an adult doing that. It could cause real damage.
Right.
Yeah, but this is how old's the kid?
The kid is probably, he's fat, so he's probably 7. He's probably a little older. Sorry, eat my dick, you piece of shit.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
You want a 7-year-old kid to eat your
son.
dick?
That's my fucking son.
You want your son?
No, but you know what I mean.
Meanwhile, as we heard the other day, his son is probably looking for dandelions to pick.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. But he wasn't looking. His neck is exposed. He's up in the clouds.
I'd be worked up for sure if that happened.
Fucking crazy.
Again, I mean, this is not. Your son's not like Travis Roy. I don't want.
That's why I needed that. Puts it in perspective. I needed that.
He seemed unaffected by it. I'm guessing you went up to him and said, "How about this?" He didn't come up to you and
it became an issue last night when then I watched it back after being told about it.
How many times did you watch it?
Well, I was laughing hysterically, and then he got sad because he thought we were making fun of his injury type of thing.
So why are you laughing if it's so bad then?
Because it's fucking insane. Like if he did that, I would have pulled him off the ice if I saw it by the jersey. And fucking threw him in the car. That's
if he did it.
If he did that. He did that.
Do you know the parent?
No, but he's fucking probably in a gutter somewhere because he's a fucking piece of shit.
It's a gutter.
Like he's a joke of a human being.
Well, again, maybe his dad's dead or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Jeez.
It's bad. Is there a chance that the kid is just
a degenerate? Sure.
Well, sure, but is there a
misfit? Yeah.
There's a chance he just didn't know it was wrong. I don't know anything about hockey at that age. I don't know. Like, is there any chance?
Thought he was playing baseball instead of hockey?
Call Whitney.
Is there a chance your kid shit talk to him?
Oh, interesting.
No.
This kid didn't even know he was on the ice.
Yeah, he's in the clouds.
Thought it was ice dancing.
He's in the clouds.
He's so happy that Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan got together at the end. Spinning around, doing flips.
He's got his sled out there.
Maybe Whitney will be around. Maybe he'll have an answer.
Hello?
Hey, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
All right. Dave, explain them. So Dave just sent me a video. His son...
I'm not sending it to Ryan Whitney.
I understand that. So his son's at hockey practice yesterday, right?
Game. 3-on-3.
Oh, it's a game. 3-on-3. And what happens, Dave?
So this little shitbox he's probably 6 or 7. He's a true piece of shit. And he's like, yeah, exactly. I know he sucks. He's chopping kids during the game, and other
This is
kids
not
are,
his son.
Other
This
kids
is
are
not your son,
right?
Dave.
But other kids are forced to retaliate against him. Whatever, not a big deal. But the end of the game comes, and he literally takes his hockey stick like a baseball bat and hits my son. They call it these two dummies call it a 4. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's an absolute 7.5 minimum to my son's neck, moderately exposed neck in that situation. 5-year-old kid. He takes a baseball bat swing to his neck.
Okay. And
what is your?
Did you have a neck guard on your son?
I
One
did.
of those shirts.
Oh, if you have a neck guard on, you think getting hit with your hockey stick like it's a baseball swing is going to help you out that much?
6-year-old. No, it was a question, Dave. I was just wondering.
I saw the video. I saw the video. I'm saying that stick was traveling at 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, but
he wouldn't break an egg.
A 5-year-old.
You put an egg. It wouldn't have broken an egg.
It would have broken an egg.
It would not have broken an egg.
It would have broken.
So as a hockey coach, as a hockey player, as a parent, what would you do if your kid swung? Just like what is the
after a pattern of horrific behavior? Context.
What would you do with it?
Well, if it was my son who did that, I had a video of Wyatt doing that. I had to delete it because the music on it would have gotten me sued, apparently. But I had a serious talk with him. Granted, he's 4. I was like, you can't do that. And I thought I did a pretty good job because he hasn't really done it since. Now, had it been my son who got hit,
right,
I would have grabbed him pretty upset and pretty much made him go over and slash that kid in the neck.
Yeah, good call.
Whoa.
Yeah. What I just tell you? What I say? I told my kids.
Sunday it is.
The only violence I ever said to them: don't hit first ever. But if somebody pushes you or punches you, you have to punch back. I like that. You have to punch back.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I wish I saw it.
It's Peter Minahan advice.
You didn't even see it?
No, I got it on live. I got it on live barn after.
He was watching Vanderpump Rules on his fucking phone.
That's not true.
Or he was drinking or
Getting
something.
a vodka soda.
Nope. There were other kids who got hit by the same kid, and they were complaining to me, so I was helping them out.
A lot of complainers. Like, who fights
The
back
kid was
on
a
this
pest.
team?
He
Who
was a
fights
little
back
shit.
on this team?
Some of those other kids fought back. I give them credit.
I feel like you're gonna have to just kind of tell him next time somebody does that, you gotta go after him.
Okay.
And which is hard for some kids, right? It's like not in them. My oldest guy's kind of like that, but you just got to drill
Chase
it into
doesn't seem
them.
like
Chase got it. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's not, Chase will handle it. That's not a big deal.
I don't want you to end up like me, your dad, who's a TikTok star and watches reality trash television. So go get some meat on your bones and slash that kid in the neck.
Well, there you go. All right. Oh, by the way, for Wednesday, just to prep for unnamed, I'm sure you know this. Dave doesn't know this. Auschwitz is not in Germany, so just so you know.
Yeah, that's an interesting way that he's punishing those guys. Just flying them over to Poland, and maybe they can go to some clubs after they see Auschwitz and have a great night.
Play some golf.
Just the real Elie Wiesel experience.
All right, we'll talk to you.
Yeah.
There you go. So, yeah, same advice, essentially.
Yeah, I didn't think that would...
To me, that's drop the gloves at the start of the next game.
That's crazy. 5 years old. I'm misinformed.
Yeah, you have to retaliate. You let the kid do it again first, and then Chase has the green light to absolutely go ballistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And dirty. You
Young
can slash
kids.
them as dirty as you want.
Young kids. So if that's what you guys think, then...
Well,
I'll change
that's
my
how you
mind.
learn. This kid, I kind of want this kid on my team.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a shit star.
He'll do anything.
Yeah, but he was complaining too. Like, he's a little,
Any good, though, or?
He's not a horrible player. Not a horrible player.
But fat.
I'm just throwing some jabs out there, being a little extra, exaggerating things. I was upset.
So you didn't find out till later that night?
No, but my wife was telling me like,
Is she the one who had the video of it?
No, I went and pulled the video of it after.
Have you asked?
Oh, did you get a FOIA from the rink?
All rinks have cameras now.
That makes sense, I guess.
Have you talked to your kid about it, Colin?
Not yet. No.
You planning on mentioning it to him or no?
Well, what am I like?
Well, so what if
he kind of moved on through? Well, I didn't know about it. He obviously moved on throughout the day, and then I find out about it later. I find the video, and it was late.
Now, is there a chance that like Chase tried to trip him throughout the game?
No. Is there a chance that accidents happen with 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds? Yes, but I didn't see that happen.
You're
with
walking
Chase.
down a slippery slope.
This kid was doing it to every single kid he was playing against, though.
I believe you,
tripping
but
him,
until
checking
you
from
see
behind,
the
whatever.
whole situation with your own eyes, it's tough to then
I got the
call a
video.
code red on 5-year-old hockey.
Is there a chance Chase whispered to him, I bet you won't hit me with that stuff?
You pussy.
Now, Cullen, keep in mind, last year I walked onto a basketball court of second-grade girls and told my kid that if she gets punched again, to punch the girl back in front of a full gym. So I'm fully with you.
I like this.
So
all right,
it's good.
Don't-
Make sure you see everything before.
Don't hit first, hit last.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's all. So Peterman, I mean, I will say this: if the basketball equivalent of that happened to me, and I mean, my dad would have walked home. My dad would say, "You're walking home."
If you did not retaliate,
Yes,
correct. Yeah,
you're
you
walking.
gotta-
You're walking.
That was
home.
different than like a check from behind. That was a legit baseball swing.
Yeah, it's a
That's
3.
crazy.
It's
That's
like a
crazy.
3 out of 10.
It's a 7.5.
I think the intent
On the scale.
in the intent is a 7.5. The speed of it,
10's a 10.
but it wouldn't. Again, it wouldn't even. It would not crack an egg.
Yeah, but he's a 5-year-old kid. He
I got
doesn't
you.
have the
But he has a. It didn't hurt him. Are you thinking about going legal about this, like hiring our friends Morgan and Morgan?
No, I'm not.
That'd be great.
I'm not, but
Are you sure?
Yeah, no,
Maybe
unless
neck
they
brace
ask
for him?
for it, if they want to sponsor the show. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. But the other thing is, like, this isn't gymnastics anymore.
No, I got to toughen him up.
We're in hockey now.
Yeah, I got to toughen him up.
Does he still wear tights underneath his uniform, like gymnastics tights, throwback or no?
Dad, why did that boy ruin my pirouette?
So what are you gonna say to him now? So Chase is like, all right. So
I'm going to say exactly what you told me first. Hit last. Don't hit first. Hit
he
last.
just fucking
You guys-
cold cocks this kid.
Yeah, wait.
Head the ice.
Cold cock him.
Happy Gilmore. He
beats
takes
the
the skate
shit
off.
out of him.
It's in his blood. The Cullinane family's known for being cheap.
He has a
and
weapon in his
retaliating.
hand.
true.
Apparently, all
It's-
these kids get to use a weapon in their hands. So why would he use his fist when he can use the fucking hockey stick and swing it like a fucking
Okay.
Yeah.
machete?
Yeah.
Okay, take it easy.
Put some hair
Will
on
you
this
say?
kid's
Will you
chest.
say anything to the coach of that team?
I don't think so.
Oh, so
I
you
was debating.
could. I mean, this,
No,
this is
I
the
would
age
not-
where you're,
well,
this is the
so-
age where you're teaching.
So I wouldn't say it based off the incident with my son. I would say it based off the pattern of behavior that led up to that, which was a shit ton. It was a lot.
Does he play the same kid every week?
No, they rotate teams.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they don't, just because of the age, they're not like paying a ton of attention to the kids.
We'll meet this kid again till the finals.
That's right. Well,
He's fucked then.
who's that?
That kid.
Yeah. Again, a referee makes a bad call against you, you hit him.
It'd be great if Chase.
That's always been my attitude.
Poor Chase comes back and hits him again. The kid just knocks him out.
Shit out of him.
Oh, he would clobber him. It's like twice the size of him.
Cullinane, is there a chance?
Is the
this-
kid obese? Would you say?
No, he really is.
Is his kid's dad one of the coaches?
I don't think so.
Well, you might want to confirm that before you start sounding like a bitch and complaining.
Ooh.
I don't care.
He's not. I think he's lodging a fair complaint.
I mean, that's a fucking absurd video. It's just absurd.
But you can talk to the coach about
Again,
that.
I mean,
you can't talk to the coach about this other. You said the kid did it to other kids and all this stuff. You can only talk to the coach about what he did to your kid.
No, that's not true.
Think so?
No, you can talk about everything that happened. If he's like, you're a
Well,
coach,
first
right?
of all, I know that it's known.
Are you a
of what
coach
he-
on that team?
No.
He wasn't paying attention.
What are you, executive consultant?
No, there's not real coaches.
What do you do?
I just open the door. I
What
just go on
happened
the
to
bench
his
and help the
basketball
kids.
career? Or was that your daughter?
That was my daughter.
Is she still playing or no?
She wants to, but it's off season. I'd like to find a program, but
She didn't get beat up at all this season, did she?
no, she's tougher than Chase.
Tell your daughter prison rules. Go out there first. Swing first.
Yeah.
Like this coward.
I'm the biggest person on the court.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you do. So we're going to do it on June 10th, right, Justin?
That's right. I'm gonna shank Marty Mush.
Jesus. Well, I can use it. Yeah, that's a tough one. That age is tough, too. I mean, they're learning. It's a weird...
Yeah, but that was aggressive.
Oh, it was definitely
And
aggressive.
it was aggressive behavior for an entire, basically, hour. So
my biggest concern with that is that's like learned behavior.
Right.
Like, why is he doing that? Like, that's like stupid. Like,
so
it was
now you want
so...
me to, now you want me to have sympathy for him because he's in a
Maybe he has
he's
trouble
clearly
at
in a
home.
broken home or something.
I don't know that, but I'm saying that is an aggressive... Like
Maybe
if you could skate like that, you know the hocky rules already. Like, you know, every other kid in the ice, I'm guessing, doesn't do that.
Nobody else does.
Is there any...
It's one thing you could...
Are the coaches serving as referees?
One of them is, like a de facto coach. It's tough.
Are you
to
guys
describe.
are they allowed to fight? Is there fighting in this league or no?
No.
Okay. They got to learn. It's a big part of the game. No. Okay, fine. No kids.
It was a little disappointing that the person who was the referee was not enforcing what should have, like taking care of what was going on in the ice, basically. But
Yeah.
she was, I don't know.
She?
Yeah, it was a she.
Oh, I get a problem right there. Are there NHL female referees or no? They made it there? Bunch of NBA ones.
I don't know. I don't think.
Let's Eric Maxwell say
could
that
be
time to
wrong.
her? That female referee?
Get back in the kitchen and make me some bacon and eggs. Would you?
Those are the days. Viola Palmer, was that her name? He hated
I think in that clip, he's because he goes, I think like he's being a character of like that guy, you know?
Good timing.
Yeah.
He'd done that 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh,
opposed to
yeah.
30
That
years
would've
ago.
been
Now
rough.
he might get it. I don't think he'd lose his job now. I don't
5
think-
years ago, he would have, for sure.
Yeah. He's also kind of grandfathered in, I think. Max, I think. He wasn't happy with his coverage in Celtic City, I saw.
No?
No, which I kind of agree. He kind of got the short shrift, but
Well, he was always said as kind of a. Was he like a good teammate? I thought he was always frosty until years later. He's become a lovable guy.
They liked him, but then he didn't like them. McHale kind of usurped him.
Right.
That became a thing, and he kind of faked an injury. They say he says no. And they traded him for Walton. So
yeah.
What are you guys looking at like that?
Just confirmed. Braintree High, 1:00 Saturday
For the team.
Yes.
So we want all right. So 1:00 Saturday practice.
So I just messaged committee 1 to 3 because originally it was just for an hour.
Is that okay?
He hasn't gotten back to me yet. But
Okay. So then we want ideally then the tryout guys show up at 1:45.
Mhm.
We kind of work them through and I'm going to trust my guys. You know, I'm going to pod them off. Like, Mick and Ron and Cole. Everyone's going to have a couple of guys, to see.
Mick
see what we
coached the
got.
game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Close to a win, I think.
Yeah.
So, I think we're going to have everyone kind of, maybe Coleman, big man camp. Keep an eye on the bigs,
What's that gym setup? Are there hoops on the side too?
You ever been to the Braintree one?
Not the Braintree one.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Are
Are there
you
hoops
be
on
there
the side?
Saturday or no?
Yeah. Are there hoops on the side?
Yes.
So can you get stations going? And each player
Here's
has
the
a
key
station?
thing. Here's the key thing for these guys. I want this. First of all, we can see who can run.
Yep.
You're gassed out after 30 seconds. You're going home.
Are you suicides to start tryouts type of coach?
With these guys, I'm rooting for suicides to start with. Suicides. No, some up and backs. Just give me some. We don't need to kill. I don't want anybody. But if you can't do up and back 10 times hard without
beat it.
There's get on Air Canada 3:00. You're heading back to Vancouver.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. Coleman said he won't be at that way. He said he's going to make a practice, and he said he's practicing hard on his own. He said.
Good.
He also tweeted out this morning that he ran into his old basketball coach.
This, yeah. His coach said, "You're still playing through this ankle pain." He admires his coach. So
what a warrior!
I think Coleman was snippy on Friday at the meal.
Was he?
He was just feeling good. He's feeling cocky in the good way.
Toward Julie.
He gave Julie some guff.
Yeah, he was in good Coleman spirits. I thought. Like I said, that was impressive. He drove 5 hours or whatever, and went to the services and turned around. So they had open cards.
Yeah,
had to be back.
Yeah.
They're like, "Can you do it anywhere?" He's like, "No, I got to be in the office. It's the way it's set up for me." The open cards? I don't know.
That's what the cards are.
2 camera
be
shots.
there?
Pat Ford has like 30 questions about that. Shut up.
Said he has got like a briefcase in his car with them or something.
Coleman does?
No, Pat Ford, I think.
He does?
I think so.
Pat Ford is a loser. I like him, but he is a loser. He's got to shed that image. He's earned it. He's got to shed that image.
It's fair.
Shed other things too by June 10th. I'm a little concerned about him. His belly is big.
He made sure we all knew that was not the first time his father expressed concern about his well-being.
Yes, he did mention that. He did mention
It's like, I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know. We all had our Milton's on. Thank God for Milton's, the store for men. 3 great locations. South Shore Plaza, Braintree. Chestnut. I probably shouldn't have the Jew while I'm reading the copy. No? South Shore Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, of course, at Burlington Mall, newest location. Buy one, get one free suit event going on right now. Proms and graduations and weddings and all these great things. Go to Milton's, and just tell them that we sent you there. They like hearing that. The feedback is good for us and good for them, and we appreciate that. Summer golf collections coming up. Faraday, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vine, Johnny O, Peter Millar. Again, go to Miltons.com. Take a look around. Our great, great, great partners at Miltons. We love them and appreciate them. Miltons.com, and there are 3 great locations. Get looking right now. Anything else from you, Justin?
Nope.
Dave?
Nope, all good.
Okay, boys, we'll see you soon. Thanks for coming in. Mike, we'll see you tomorrow. BlindMike.net, Blind Mike Project. What's the rest of the week look like? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, Steve Show, and then let's see, Birdman. on
With
Wednesday.
who?
With Michael Mutnansky on Wednesday.
Michael Manansky. Birdman. Anything next week wise or no?
I'm not going to stick around for a name.
What's that?
I'm not going to stick around for a name on Wednesday.
I think he should, right?
Yeah.
And he's part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been working on this, by the way. A week from today, right?
Yes.
We all agree this is the correct number or no?
Yes.
The experts agree
Yes,
with this?
today is 996.
The 1,000th Kirk Minahan show is a week from today, guys.
Wow.
A week from today. Live at 10 a.m. We've been working on this one.
Yes. Yep.
I'll be curious. I think people will be excited.
Yes, I think so. Definitely,
I think so.
Yeah.
You'll get buzz for sure.
I did have
1,000
to cancel
show.
the individual who was booked for the 1,000 show because I was like, it just doesn't fit the plans,
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
How'd they
Sorry,
handle it?
Brando.
Oh, was it Brando?
Yep.
Sorry, Brando. Well, we'll see Brando this week, I would imagine, right?
Yes. Yeah, you see him on Saturday.
He'll be there. Boner Salad messaged me and said, "Can you try? Anybody can try out?
Yep.
If we know you.
Big star.
You won't show up though, right?
Oh, Boner will show up.
You will?
No, he won't.
No chance. So 1,000th show a week from today. 1,000th KMS, Mike. Can you believe it?
I cannot.
We've done it. We've done it. 1,000 shows. I don't know what it means. We've done 1,000. It's probably wrong, by the way, too.
I'm sure.
Right? Probably.
If it's wrong by like 1 or 2.
We're just counting it as 1,000 shows.
By 1 or 2.
Yeah.
By 1 or 2. That's all we can ask for.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.